よろしくお願いします。
ほらほら、おい。
やっぱりついてない。やっぱりついてない。
見て見て。
ご注目ください。
学園長お疲れ。
いい子にしてます。
僕を見張りに。
この辺で終わりです。
うん、有意義な時間だった。
課題はやってきま。
僕を見張りに。僕を見張りに。僕を見張りに。
ご注目ください。
学園長お疲れ。
僕にお任せを。
見て見て。
Hi Yoda, how's it
授業内
going?
容簡単すぎまし。
僕の優秀さ、少しはご理解いただけました？
ほらほら、おい。
僕を見張りに。
見て見て。回答は大きく。学園長何か。学園長お疲れ。
僕にお任せを。
学園長お疲れ。
授業内容簡単すぎまし。
Everything sound good? I mean, I know they're loud, but
使い果たした。
ほらほら、おい。
何しに来たの？
僕にお任せを。
as we wait for
僕に
everyone
お
to
任せを。
gather for another day of
先
Halloween.
生、こんにちは。
学園長何か。見て見て。
何しに来たの？
授業内容簡単すぎまし。
うん、
Hi,
有意義な
cat.
時間だった。
Oh, I forgot about that. God damn it. Can I do that now?
ほらほら、おい。
Let me try to do that now. Does anybody know where I can
Yeah,
find that? I'm
they did
assuming
that.
my like settings,
Got
right?
control.
My stream settings.
やっぱりついてない。やっぱりついてない。
学園長何か。
ご覧いただけま
授業内容簡
I
単すぎ
can't
まし。
find it. Where is it?
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
課題はやってきま。
何しに来たの？
学園長何か。学園長
I don't see it.
何か。
It's
いい子に
new?
してます
Okay, I'll keep looking.
何しに来たの？僕を見張りに。僕を見張りに。
この辺で終わりです。
I did see that, and then I was like, oh, I have to remember to turn that off
僕
before
の
I
優秀さ、
stream.
少しはご理
And then I
解いただけました？
So that's just great.
ほら
Come on, guys.
ほら、おい。
何しに来たの？
Okay, store pass broadcast. Yeah, that's
指を動
fine.
かしては
Enable
いけない。
clips. Blah, blah, blah,
僕にお
blah, blah.
任せを。
見て見て。
Where would this be
Yeah,
if I
but
were
it's
a setting that I didn't want anyone to know about because I
Minasan,
wanted to trick people
意外と
into
集中
opting in? Where would I be?
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
Shoot.
楽しい時間。
やっぱり
I'm like actually lost.
ご注目ください。
Would it be under monetization? That doesn't seem right. Affiliate,
何
maybe?
しに来たの？何しに来たの？
It's under security and privacy. Thank you.
やっぱりついてない。
皆さん意外と集中し。
情報をたくさんインプットしたよ。
課題はやってきま。
Training for
僕を見張りに。
generative AI.
ご注目
Turn
ください。
that shit off.
僕にお任せを。
Yay!
ご注目
We
く
did
ださい。
it. Okay.
回答は
Allow
大
your
きく。
channel
見て見て。
content. Oh, my content. Oh,
やっぱ
okay.
りついてない。
I thought, see,
Junior
here was my
Mario,
thing. I thought that this
Kantan
was for you guys, that they were gonna be like reading your
1週
chat
間分の気
messages
力を使い果
so
た
they
した
could。like pretend that people are watching on Twitch or
Hold on,
something.
hold on.
I didn't realize it would be my content. I thought by content it meant like my chat messages if I were to chat, but no, I guess they also mean your videos.
見
That
て見
sucks.
て。
いい
Well,
子に
I
してま
turned
す。
it off. Thank you. Thank you
ご
for
注目
reminding
くださ
me.
い。
皆さん意外と集中し。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
So silly. So silly. They're trying to trick us. YouTube, you guys okay? Nobody saw my Twitch settings. I mean, there's nothing in there. There's nothing really in there. Anyway, now the Gen AI won't be able to generate Skully J Graves. I mean, I think Skully J Graves, I think he'd be safe. I think he's pretty, I don't know if you could copy such a creature. That's what I'm trying to say. YouTube chat, you guys alright? You guys alive? Just want to make sure before we get started, because I'm gonna try not to do as much preamble this time, because, you know, I just love talking to you guys so much. I start talking, and then it's like 20 minutes has gone by, and then we're like, like, we still have the event to do, But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Pop off, King. Thanks, Vetagree. How's Sneznaya? Is anybody playing Sneznaya? I'm really sad right now. I want to play Sneznaya too. But I can't. Because I'm too far behind. But after we're done catching up with Twisted Wonderland, that means that I'll be able to stream exclusively Genshin and, well, some variety, probably, hopefully. I didn't do variety yesterday because I had this huge mess with my VTuber model I had to clean up, so I was like, well, that's just great. Anyhow. So, yeah, I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little congested because my day off was not really a day off in the grand scheme of things. Like, I had to do a bunch of work, but it had to get done. Has enough time passed to put this event in the tier list? No, I don't think so, because I have a feeling, Kat, that this is going to be a bunch of... Because, okay, so obviously to make my thumbnails, because for Genshin, Robin and Arnold do it. For me, I have to go do it. So, like, I looked through some of the chapters. Like, I looked through that Bum 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 one to see if I could find a picture there, and then I ended up using a picture from this finale, from the chapter that we're finishing on today. That makes any sense to you? So, based off of that, it seems like we're still sorting out the music. We're still talking about the food, you know? Because I was like, how are they gonna make this? Like, how are they possibly gonna make this, the 5 books long, and this is how. So I feel like we're gonna get into a little bullshit today, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I've really been enjoying this event, I think it's a lot of fun, but I have a feeling that the second half of book 2 and then the start of book 3, like if that's all book 3 is, I feel like this is the start of the pacing issues, right? This event is about Halloween in Halloween Town. Hi, YouTube chat. Yeah, do you guys like my little pumpkin shirt? My little pumpkin ruby shirt? This is one of my favorite pieces of merch that they ever made, which is unfortunate because I'm pretty sure this was right before Rooster Teeth shut down or something. Like, it was like, we were not long for the world. Anyhow. But yeah, how's Sneznaya? You guys having fun? I mean, anyone that's watching Arnold, first of all, is not here, and anybody who's playing Sneznaya is also not here. I can only assume if you're here, it's because, like, you're going to school, or you're coming back from school, or, like, you're at work. Like, something else is stopping you from playing Sneznaya if you're a Genshin Impact fan. If you're not a Genshin fan, then you're just here. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? You know? That's my thought process. Like, you're only here if you're physically unable to play Sneznaya for any reason. So, that's my 2 cents on it. I mean, I know technically it's been out though for a couple days because Arnold usually gives people a chance to catch up or whatever. Yeah, I want to play Genshin. I'm so sad. I'm farming with my tablet for Odette right now. I do want to pull for Odette. I was trying to figure out, like, should I do it in this stream? That's kind of weird. I don't know. Like, I feel like that maybe I'll do it the same day where we all have to go live for the Kingdom Hearts panel at D23, which I want to say is on Sunday. Is that true? I want to say it's Sunday at 7 o'clock, so... Sorry, guys, I have glitter in my eyeballs. The price of beauty, the price of fashion. Anyway, so, we'll get started, you know, fairly shortly. I haven't played the new story in full yet. I see. Yeah, Arnold and his friend, like, Anthony, they had to do sort of a roundabout way of collecting materials, I heard. They kind of had to cheese it a little bit. Because if you haven't done Sneznaya on your own account, it will not let you go in on other people's accounts for whatever reason, so. But I'm sure if you do a little bit of it, it'll let you in. I don't know the extent of how much it blocks you, but. I'm also, guys, I'm a little congested My doctor said I shouldn't sleep with my cats anymore, but that's not going very well, especially because I'm leaving. Last night, I was like, I'm gonna have such a relaxing night. I'm gonna go lie down in bed and I'm gonna read and I'm gonna have like pleasant dreams, and then I ended up just like being sad and crying about leaving my cats for my move. It was very sad. And yeah, so I'm a little stuffed up because I'm a little allergic to them. It was not a fun and peaceful night. Hi, Cloud, how's it going? Maybe that's also why my eyes are itchy. Maybe it has nothing to do with my makeup, actually. Like, maybe it's just a coincidence and it's actually because of the cats. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go relax, and then I was up until 2 in the morning being like, I don't want to leave my kitty cats, but it has to be done. Has to be done. Do you have an air purifier? No, I'm gonna get one. Vetigree, I'm gonna get one when I move. There's no point in really buying one now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I only have 30 days left here, so I'm gonna just get one. I'm gonna get one when I move into my new place, and then I'll take it back home with me, you know what I mean? Because, like, to buy one now, and then what, leave it here? Like, I can't take it with me, I don't think. We're not moving in a car. We're filling up a bunch of suitcases, right? So it doesn't make sense to buy really any big appliance right now if it can't come with us. So, but yeah, I know I need one. I'll get one for my new room, for sure. I mean, but then I won't have the cats, so I don't know what we're purifying in the air, but I might still need it. Who knows, right? For some other reason. Like, who knows? But anyway. So yeah, we are going to continue Twisted Wonderland, Twisted Thrills versus Classic Chills, and now I understand why it's called Classic Chills, because of the classic part, because Skully is like from the Victorian era or whatever they're trying to do here. So, in terms of a prediction, I forgot that there's a part of Nightmare Before Christmas where I'm pretty sure Sally drugs Jack and puts him to sleep or whatever, so I'm assuming that Skully's gonna do that to try to usurp Halloween. Because I forgot that, like, technically Skully is a villain, the same as Rollo. And so even though oh, you know, sweet innocent boy and he's never done anything wrong in his life, like, I'm assuming that that's not going to be true. She drugs her dad? Oh, okay. Well, I thought that she did it to her dad, but then she also does it to Jack because Jack is doing crazy stuff. I thought it was both of them. I thought the dad was the first time, and then she does it to Jack because Jack is doing, like, she thinks that, like, Jack is getting out of control. But she does do it to her dad. Either way, I think they're gonna reuse that part and have Skully do it to Jack Skellington. I may not remember the movie that well. Like I said, it's been a minute. I really only remember the Kingdom Hearts plotline, so I don't know. But either way, I still think that plotline from the movie is going to happen. Because I forgot, like, you know, oh, Skully is so cutieful and has never done anything wrong in his life. Like, I have to remember, right, that he is actually still a villain, you know? So I have a feeling that he is going to do villain things in this book, and he's gonna get more and more frustrated by everybody, like this sacrilegious Halloween that everybody else, the corporate capitalismatized Halloween that he seems to hate so much. Anyhow, we'll see. We'll find out. I think that we should just get started. What about you guys? It's been 10 minutes. If I yap for any longer, we'll never escape, and we'll never start streaming. And I do want to actually start reading my book tonight. I have to read Rootbound. We have to have, like, a review of the Tangled book. I don't know. Also, D23 starts tomorrow. But I don't know, like, how many, I don't know how much of D23 will interject with our stream, if that makes sense. I mean, I guess if I stream late like this again, some of it might. But, like, the Kingdom Hearts panel on Sunday starts at 7. So, like, they're 3 hours behind us. So, I don't know. But it's possible that if I stream this weekend, it's possible that during a stream we might have to take a break for D23 news, is basically what I'm saying. If they actually reveal stuff, which, I don't know, man. Like, what do we think's gonna happen? Another Hex trailer so everybody can make fun of it and we can all get mad again? I don't know. Hi, Madcap. How's it going? Oh man, I don't remember the voice I did for Skully anymore. It was only 2 days ago. Jeez, okay, it's alright. I was like going breathy theatrical is what we kind of went with. But then Jack Skellington, I was like, guys, I can't do this. I'm so sorry. He's just a guy. He's not Jack Skellington in this stream. What's wrong, Skully? Didn't get much sleep? He was like super theater kid, exactly. No, far from it. Dear me, how could I commit a faux pas as uncouth as a yawn? I do beg your pardon. I used to, like, hold all my yawns in because, like, obviously, oh, it's rude to yawn and whatever, and now, like, I have jaw tension problems, so I don't recommend that. Wait, I thought it was unusual how early you were up. Was it simply that you couldn't sleep? Much to my chagrin, yes. I was doing a bit of thinking, actually. A dangerous pastime, you know. Oh dear. Interesting reaction, but what does it mean? I know, I tried, I practiced. It didn't help. I was so bad. I don't know what it is. He just has some sort of thing in his voice, and maybe it's like the nasal quality or lack there. I don't know. There's something that other than pitch and tone that I haven't hit the gold mine of like what that special thing is. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe he has an accent, like a certain regional American accent that I haven't tapped into. I'm not familiar with the actor that plays Jack Skellington, so. Oh, what if he can't sleep, guys, because he's dead? Specifically, I was pondering what Halloween is. Oh, have you reconsidered your prior notions? Your idea of Halloween did seem dreadfully dull. Dull? Is tradition truly such a bad thing? Is it empty to respect and uphold the olden ways? You look so serious all of a sudden. Was it that hard of a blow having your philosophies rejected by others? I wouldn't say that. It's more I'm scared by the thought that what I've spent my whole life believing differs from reality. Oh no! Ha, a silly thing to trouble yourself over, says Seabeck, who believes in, like, Fae supremacy that is not... like, your world is about to get shattered, sir. You can talk now. Like, you're one to talk, but I guess this happens before book 7, anyway. What's there to fret about? The problem and the solution both rest solely with you. What? Respect for tradition and belief in ideals are both sentiments that come from within. If you've begun to have doubts, and the problem is simply that you lack the strength to adhere to set ideals. You said you're scared? That's good. Basic fear is something anyone can eventually overcome. Okay, why is Seabeck actually giving some good advice? I don't like it. Something's wrong. You have but to improve yourself. Everything rests with you. Your doubts are something you can resolve via your own thoughts and actions. I'm amazed. Seabeck, your words are like a moonbeam shining down a dark road at night. I never took you for someone so... Oh god. Sages? Oh, it took you that long to notice? Oh, I knew from the start you were someone wonderful, but now I'm struck with anew. The strength to adhere to my ideals. Yes, you've hit the figurative nail upon the head. How could I ever have been in doubt? Surely Mr. Skellington has some grand idea in mind, wouldn't you agree? You have to degend your Oshi no matter what they get canceled over? What? No, I know nothing of what goes on in that skull of his. Talking about anything interesting? Why, yes, as a matter of fact, we were just talking about what a wonderful individual you are, Mr. Skellington. No, we weren't. It goes without saying that the Master of Fright has done much to spread the word of Halloween far and wide, but I also hold your proper and gentlemanly demeanor in the highest esteem. Gentlemanly, me? Oh, defend! I thought you said DJ, like degenerate. Wow, it's embarrassing to hear someone say it outright. It's nothing noteworthy, really. Such modesty. I've heard much about how courteous and graceful you are. You're the very reason I strive to be a gentleman at all times, and meeting you in person has only solidified my resolve in that regard. Thank you, Zero. You agree, don't you, Zero? I will grant you that Jack comports himself with a certain refinement, almost as much as Malleus. I beg your pardon. I cannot let that claim go unchallenged. I beg to differ in the strongest possible... A cat? What the fuck was that? That's what Pumpkin sounds like that. And she'll grace us with her presence today. Hi, cop. How's it going? Oh my god. What was that? It sounded like a cat screeching after having its tail stepped on. Oh, that's our emergency alarm. Your emergency alarm? That anguished caterwauling? No. Critiquing how it sounds is far from pressing at the moment. What could have happened to trigger it? There's an easy way to find out. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, I know, they're both fighting over, like, my dad's cooler than your dad. My dad works at Nintendo. But yeah, I swear to God, guys, Pumpkin sounds exactly like that all the time. But for no reason, like, she's just talking to you. That's just how she talks. Where did they get this cat sound effect? Oh my god. What's the matter, everyone? There, see? Sounding that alarm is bringing the people here in panic. Seebeck. Fuck. Edia, Azul, Cal, and Grim. Did you trigger the emergency alarm? Not at all. I can tell you who did, though. Jack! Mayor, what's the trouble? You have to help me. We're making no progress with our Halloween preparations at all. Might I ask what's happening here? We learned last night that Halloween Town employs some distinctive music for Halloween, so we were about to ask the local musicians for their input. But then Grim started throwing a tantrum about how he'd rather be on the food team than the music team, and we talked in circles for so long that the mayor started panicking. Don't blame this on me! Triangle Head was the one who started freaking out on his own! Only because I knew this roster was never going to work out. This Halloween is doomed, I say. This roster? Gracious me, you must have held us in that low regard behind that smile of yours. Oh my god, that's funny. This dude takes the phrase two-faced to the next level. Reminds me of someone. I trust that sidelong snipe wasn't aimed at me, was it, Edia? No, stop fighting! Talking in circles indeed. Cal, how can you let this I am a freshman! What do you want me to do? They're both house wardens! What are you talking about? I tried to stop them! Why is this my responsibility? What? You're very diligent, aren't you, Cal? While I applaud your earnestness, rest assured that you hardly deserve blame to be laid at your feet. Are you indirectly criticizing me? I know how diligent Cal is. What I'm asking is how this happened in spite of that nature. And for the record, Grim, this is absolutely all your fault. Now, if you think about it from another angle, this could work in our favor. Now that the siren's gone off, the townspeople will come running, including all the musicians. You think so? Yes, I suppose that makes sense. You're exactly right, Jack. I'm so relieved. Yeah, he settled down. Man, doesn't he get dizzy switching so fast between moods? Oh no, more strangers incoming. What kind of musicians are they anyway? They're the best performers in town. Performers, so they're like a band or something? Oh no, what if it's a group that's up there with Cater, Lilia, and Khalib in the top extrovert rankings or even higher? I'm literally allergic to people who are like, sup, bet you're gonna love our vibe, bro. If they call out for an audience response and I do the primo moves I desperately trained myself— Primo? What? To master? It's patently obvious they'll roast me alive and be all like, yo, did you see the way that guy's popping off? What a nerd. LMO. Sob, what? Then they'll secretly take photos of me and post them online. That's the kind of people they are. Never trust a musician. What is happening, Edia? What are you talking about? This deep-seated anti-musician bias is truly something to behold. I'm sorry, did you just suggest that someone could post serious competition for Lilia? Overthinker final boss, like, they don't even have internet here, Edia. Why would they suddenly, like, you don't have internet, why would they suddenly have internet access? What are we talking about? This guy's one-track mind ain't much better. Edia, don't you often talk about that music group you enjoy listening to? Can't you picture the musicians as them instead? Oh, what? Excuse me? Could you please not lump Primo in with other mid-acts? They're special. Is it Primo? Like, Primo Gems? What's going on here? I'll have you know, Halloween Town's musicians are special in their own right. They're exceptional performers. They spend most of their days livening up the whole town with beautiful songs they play in the streets. Ah, so they're buskers. You don't see many of those in Briar Valley. Really? They're everywhere in the Coral Sea. The Coral Sea's got buskers? That's scary. Briar Valley sounds way better. Is it like a barren land that's all thorns and no cheering music and stuff? What a rude man you are! We don't have buskers, but we have bards who roam the valley. Of course, we would have bards, of course. Bards! For real? Like, the real-life kind, not character class in games? Yay, my Baldur's Gate character was a bard. Guys, I want to play Baldur's Gate so bad. Don't be surprised if at midnight I have a cheeky little Baldur's Gate stream. Probably not, given how much talking we have to do today. But, you know, I can dream. I can dream. How envious I am! Such figures hardly ever visit my hometown. Dude, are bards actually commonplace? Did I just have a weird upbringing? Briar Valley's traditional songs are all incredible works of art. On that note, have any of you heard the beautiful sound of Mally's playing stringed instruments? His melodies stir the heart. The timbre of his music is so perfect, it's easy to get absorbed in it and lose all track of time. Nothing can match the elegance of the music Malleus plays. I wasn't expecting Seaback to start waxing poetic. Truly, I find him to be quite the wordsmith. Why, just before we came here, he dispelled my inner doubts with a voice that resounded to my very core. He's definitely a loudmouth. I'm presently occupied with my training, but I've considered following Malleus's example and taking up an instrument of my own someday. I like how we're talking about at least Briar Valley and Coral Sea culture, and we're getting tidbits about, like, Twisted Wonderland, even though obviously we're not in Twisted Wonderland right now. It does kind of make these little, what am I trying to say? It makes these books where, like, nothing's happening. Like, it makes that worth it, is what I'm trying to get at. That's a capital idea! I've been hoping to start playing the piano myself. Ah, the piano! I know a thing or two. Truly, what a perfect fit for someone as elegant as yourself. I would love to avail myself of your instruction if at all possible. What about yourself, Idia? I'm more of a digital kind of guy. Digital? I wouldn't open that can of eels if I were you. And you, Cal, do you dabble in music? Yeah, I mean, I sing. Me. I'd love to hear you perform sometime. If you've got talent, I'd be willing to help you find a suitable use for it. As for Halloween Town's music, I've got no doubt it will be beautiful, heart-stirring melodies, not some ruckus din. I love how he keeps saying that. That's like part of his little catchphrase. Like he said that 3 or 4 times already. Oh, what manner of instruments and sounds are we to be treated to? We'll see. But yeah, see what I mean, guys? Like, how are we gonna do this? And then we're gonna have 20 chapters of, like, food prep. What was the siren for? Ah, here are musicians now. Okay, I'm assuming these guys are from the movie, and I probably just don't remember them. I mean, they're regular instruments. There ain't nothing beautiful about these guys. Well, that's a little rude. Yep, that's pretty much the exact build-up to comedic letdown intro I was expecting. It's not what I was expecting, but they're perfectly intimidating in their own right. Perfectly befitting of Halloween. Like, those look relatively normal. Like, it's not so unlike what we would find in the real world. You know what I mean? What are those instruments? A fish accordion and a cello with a head inside? An accordion made from fish. Oh no, is that offensive to merfolk? How novel! I'd love to hear all about how it was made. He doesn't look remotely bothered to me. If anything, he seems delighted. Did those things actually make music? Interested in our instruments, eh? Here, we'll put on a little demonstration. Okay. I mean, they sound a little creepy, but it doesn't sound that bad. That's it. The music's getting me real on edge. Indeed, it's frightening, melancholic, and beautiful all at once. What a wonderful composition. It's emblematic of Halloween Town as a whole. Could I ask you gents a favor? Actually. So you want us to work with them and make some exciting music for Halloween? Yup, something extra cheerful and lively. What? But I thought the music they were playing now was perfectly Halloween-esque. If we don't change it up, it'll be more of the same old, same old. I want you to collaborate with these folks from Twisted Wonderland and make the toe-tapping-esque, bone-rattling-esque song you can. Sure, Jack, we'll be happy to deliver. It'll be nice working with you folks. If my wisdom has been asked for, I can hardly withhold it. Very well, monsters, I shall teach you the kind of jaunty tunes we enjoy in Twisted Wonderland. Consider this another gift in service to creating a wholly new Halloween experience. Okay. Oh, Skully. Poor Skully, he looks so sad. Halloween decorations, Dr. Finkelstein, I look forward to working with you. The same goes for all my upperclassmen, of course. Oh yeah, you're the only sophomore here, huh? Glad to have you on the team. With no Leona around to immediately start squabbling with Malleus, we should have a smooth day ahead of us. I'm not certain you have any room to judge other Snogenheim considering your own irascible temperament. I like that. Alright, so Halloween decorations, is it? Yes, that's correct. Something different from the bat wings, spider webs, and jack-o'-lanterns typically associated with the holiday. What did you discuss yesterday? Finkelstein asked us how we spend Halloweens in Twisted Wonderland, so we explained Night Raven College's tradition of having each dorm have its own decorations. Hence the arguing. Yes, that explains things. Halloween decorations are a point of pride and reputation for our dorms. Of course, an all-house warding group would argue about it, but for our current purposes, we won't have time to do large-scale decorations like what we do at school. How do each of you spend Halloween when you're at home with your family? Ooh, this is a good question. Okay, guys, we're getting some tea. Getting some lore. I've always had my hands full decorating the shop. Oh, right, your family runs a confectionery, if memory serves. Ooh, confections, I like the sound of that. You must have decorated with leaping frogs and slithering snakes, yes? Catching those is no small feat. I wouldn't decorate the store with things that would scare off the customers. But anyway, my little brother and sister would always insist on having the decorations their way. Back in middle school, I remember they'd cram in as many decorations as our little store could possibly hold, and it was my job to organize them all and keep my siblings happy. Oh, Trey. Oh, Trey, I know that they said they're both younger siblings, but, like, you are eternally the middle child. Like, no wonder you're such a riddle enabler. You know what I mean? That sounds quite pleasant. You're very caring in how you treat your family, aren't you? I wouldn't say that. How do you usually spend your Halloween, Jamel? Oh my god, guys, I'm hiccuping, sorry. The Halloweens I spent in the Scalding Sands were very opulent affairs. I remember one time as a kid, I was fetching Calxiyn for some event or other when I opened the door and tripped over something. I looked around and saw a huge gemstone shaped like jack-o'-lantern scattered all over the floor of his room. Oh, I like that. That's interesting. I asked what the deal was, and he said they were Halloween decorations. That seems like less like the holiday itself is opulent and more like Calxiyn's family just likes to go big. No kidding, it didn't occur to me how strange it was until elementary school. There's a charming sort of whimsy to that, though. It's true that beautiful gems can do wonders to lift one's mood. Visual stimuli are crucial, which is why Halloween needs to be as bright and beautiful as possible in its presentation. I wish we had a Christmas event. Like, I want a Christmas event like this where we decorate the dorms and stuff, you know? I want, like, star sending, but everybody writes letters to Santa. True enough, though I doubt we'll find much in the way of precious stones and metals in Halloween Town. What about wall decorations, then? Those are essential for a good party. An interesting suggestion. In Briar Valley, we hang up brightly colored banners for celebratory occasions. Banners, like, with text? Banners with emblems, mainly. We would place those throughout the castle. Displaying the emblem of a house or region is a suitable way of showing who a celebration is meant to honor. Makes sense. What if we decorate with banners representing our respective dorms? I rather like that suggestion, actually. Banners? We have one of those hanging over the entrance to Town Hall. Do you? I don't remember seeing one. I vaguely recall a tattered length of cloth colored orange and black. Don't equate our work with rags. We'll be creating fancy, beautiful banners that will fill you with cheer just by seeing them. All right, we have a direction. Now we'll need cloth and thread. Are there any tailoring experts in town? I'm assuming they're gonna send them over to Sally, probably? Tailoring, eh? Then it's Sally you want, but she's handling food preparations, is she not? Now I'm no Sally, but I know my way around a needle and thread. I've used them plenty. Come to my house. I've got some spare supplies that should work wonders. Okay, so they're actually seemingly doing a little better than the music team, unless we get to the house and, like, the thread is kind of fucked up. Oh, okay. Okay, we got the fabric. Oh, the fabric. Not everyone celebrates Christmas, that's why I think they don't make it an event. That's true, but like, how popular is Halloween in Japan? I mean, a lot of like, other, like especially in Europe, I don't think that they celebrate Halloween the same way that we do, like with trick-or-treating and stuff like that. Obviously, like Halloween in terms of the pagan stuff, like that's, you know, that's across Europe, but like, I would argue that, like, Christmas is kind of no different. Like, in, like, South America, do they celebrate Halloween that much? We do in Germany? I see, I see. Oh, I didn't know that you were in Germany, Ona. But yeah, I kind of get it, but why can't they just do, like, a nondescript winter holiday? Because, like, can't they just do presents and stuff, you know? Can't they just do, like, little winter solstice and then we can, because, well, wait a minute. If Santa Claus exists in the world of Halloween Town, then doesn't Santa Claus also exist in Twisted Wonderland? Or do they not get Santa Claus in Twisted Wonderland? Is there no such thing as Santa? I don't know. I mean, in Kingdom Hearts, like, Santa Claus goes to Earth, but then Sora also knows who Santa Claus is, and so it's kind of implied that Santa Claus goes across world to give presents. Because in other Disney movies, like, say, like The Little Mermaid, etc., like, Ariel talks about, like Sandy Claus, like, you know, she, sees letters from, like, the human children about Santa Claus, but they don't know who he is. Like, anyway. You guys understand what I'm saying? So, like, even in Disney movie canon, like, Rapunzel, well, Tangled may not be a good one, but, like, The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, like, they still seem to have a concept of Santa Claus. So, like, does Santa Claus goes to other Disney movies in Kingdom Hearts, not just to Earth. So does Santa Claus in Twisted Wonderland go to Twisted Wonderland and not just Earth? Or does Santa Claus never go to Twisted Wonderland and that's gonna be the whole thing in Twisted Thrills versus Classic Chills? But here's the question. Here's what we still don't know. Because here's the thing that we still don't know. Is this real? Like, or is this just a story? You know, because we're in a storybook, right? But like, do we just think we're in the storybook and the magic mirror works the same as the mirror that brought you here and we're actually in the world of Halloween Town, right? Like going to a Kingdom Hearts world? Or is this just basically a computer projection of the story of Halloween Town, which we are now going through because the book wants Skully to learn a lesson? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Or with Lilo and Stitch, right? Like, was Stitch real? Did Stitch actually crash on that island? Did the book also suck Stitch in? And, like, the location was maybe a little bit like, we don't know if the area was real. Oh no, but the area was probably real. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, the book transported them to a specific area, or are they in the book like Winnie the Pooh? But then again, in Kingdom Hearts and Winnie the Pooh is a world. It's not just like, it's not like there's Winnie the Pooh elsewhere, and this is just like a photocopy of Winnie the Pooh. So now that I've broken everyone's brains, I guess we can keep going, because Yeah, they could do like a Frozen, like Elsa. Oh yeah, that's true. They celebrate Christmas in the Frozen universe. Because they have that whole Christmas special. I love that song. I did a duet with myself with that song one year. The like, when we're together, then my favorite gift is you. I love that song. It's such a good song. He certainly doesn't go to to Night Raven College because they're all a bunch of assholes. That's true. So I guess, I don't know, they probably don't even believe in Santa because they're too old anyway. But yeah, I always love a little Santa universe conversation because then it's like, You know, like, for example, in Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas or whatever, like, Pete doesn't believe in Santa Claus, but Santa Claus is real. So it's always that thing in Christmas movies of, like, if the parents think that Santa's not real, who's getting the present? Like, who do they think is getting the kid the present? Like, the other parent, you know? That sort of stuff. So that's how I'm thinking about it in Twisted Wonderland. Like, is Santa coming out of the book to give presents? Or is this just like a copy of another reality in another world, and the real Halloween Town events already happened, and this is basically just a simulation? This is Simulanka. I don't know. Okay, we got fabric and thread from the doctor's house, but one minor issue though. It's also drab. Indeed, this fabric only seems to come in gray, black, and a color resembling diluted tea. Well, if they have pumpkins and stuff, can't they, like, smush them up and use them as dye? How is it that all you children do is complain? Don't you have any gratitude? Come on, guys, let's not grouse about it. Ah, Jamil, nice of you to see my side of things. I mean, it's obvious enough how drab it is without highlighting it. It's drab all the way down, no flair whatsoever. Damn. I guess they could just make monochrome versions of their dorm banners. But if you look at it more closely, you'll be able to tell this is quality fabric. It looks old at a glance, but it's well made and finely woven. I love how, like, Jamil's fabric thing, is this not the second time this has happened? In the other event, oh yeah, in the red carpet event, he was like, guys, this fine fabric, and now he's doing it again. I just think that that's really funny. The thread has a luster to it as well. It looks like it could hold up to plenty of everyday wear and tear. This is all sturdy, high-quality material. Ah, you could tell. You're precisely correct. I use durable materials that can withstand rigorous activity day in and day out. Also, I wouldn't say Sally's drab. Isn't she kind of colorful? Also, sorry about me touching my eyes, guys. I don't know if it's my makeup. I don't know if it's like this is the price of beauty and glitter, or if it's because of my cats last night. I know, I'll grant that I have no problem with the materials themselves. Likewise, with our attire, looking it over, I wonder if it's cut from the same cloth as Jack's own suit. It's perfectly form-fitting and employs more than just uniform black. The color has different gradients and can produce a wide range of impressions depending on the outfit. Even the striped pattern varies among the suits that use the same black and gray base colors. Uh-huh, really? You didn't notice, Jamil's outfit and yours have different color patterns. Yeah, that is true. Now that you mention it, they do. I hadn't paid much attention to that myself. I just saw them as strange outfits that we can't change out of even with magic. But of all the black attire I've ever donned over the years, this is especially pleasing. I like that! I like how Mally's is like, I wear black all the time, but this is the best that I got! I hope it's possible for me to take it back to Briar Valley. For you and Vil both to give these outfits such high marks is pretty impressive. Were I to invite all of you to Briar Valley, you would fit right in if you wore these clothes. Particularly you, Viper, I hardly recognized you. Oh? True, you have a rather commanding presence. Maybe it's the oversized coat. You look much more self-possessed than usual. Would that you held your head so high the rest of the time. Is that a compliment? Well, thank you. Well, see, Khalib's not here, so he can't hold his head up high. The bowler hat's a nice touch, too. I'm so used to seeing your hair in braids, you look like a different person now. Agreed. Counterintuitively enough, the hat highlights the beauty of your black hair. Oh, I see you got a little Jack face on your head. I should sew one of those onto mine, onto your skull. Would you please stop studying me now? What's the matter? Are you embarrassed? There's something you don't see every day. Who knew you could be so adorable? Oh my god, this is cute. I like this. Look, all I mean is enough about me. We need to talk about what to do with this material. No matter how good quality the fabric is, these colors won't make for very eye-catching banners. Can't you wiggle your fingers and use magic to solve that problem? We do know color-changing magic. Casting it is simple enough, but even with my power, it won't last forever. I mean, can't you just do it during the main event? Like with the color changing? Also, I don't understand how that works because in Sleeping Beauty, well, that's the thing. Actually, never mind. Because in Sleeping Beauty, Flora makes the dress out of pink fabric. It's just Merryweather keeps changing it to blue, so maybe it would wear off eventually. Oh, guys, I had something I want to talk to you about, but I also want to make a YouTube short on it, so maybe now's not the best time. But I just realized, I guess I'll reverse engineer this. So I'm going to make a YouTube short about how people misunderstand the point of Sleeping Beauty, basically. Okay, so just walk with me here. So I'll make that short eventually some other day, but basically the premise is a lot of people miss the fact that Sleeping Beauty is not about Maleficent beefing with Aurora. Sleeping Beauty is about Maleficent beefing with the three fairies. There's actually a line of dialogue when they talk about like what they're going to do to protect Aurora, and Fauna, I think, says, oh, like we should turn her into a flower or something that Fauna says makes Flora think of that idea. And Flora's like, I'll turn her into a flower, right? A flower can't prick its finger, right? But then Merryweather says that's gonna work until Maleficent sends the frost. And then all of them sort of have this thing of like, oh, she always ruins your nicest flowers. Always. And I was rewatching Sleeping Beauty with my mom, and I immediately texted Hunter, and I was like, is there some, like, doomed Flora Maleficent Yuri going on? Like, what do you mean always? She always destroys your nicest flowers? And then a couple of lines before that is Fauna being like, maybe we can reason with Maleficent, and Flora's like, absolutely not. She's actually evil. That's not going to work, bestie. Like... I think the fuck not, right? So I want to make a YouTube short about all of that because I think it's interesting and I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, I was like, Hunter, like, that's what Maleficent should have been about, the doomed Flora Maleficent Yuri, because what do you mean she always ruins your flowers? Like, you guys have beef going back before Aurora. Aurora is just like the latest pawn in the game, right? Like, Aurora is basically just Maleficent wanting to fuck with them. She's an extension of Maleficent, like, fucking with them, basically. She doesn't really care about Aurora, and I think that even that Tumblr post, the one about, like, oh, here's how the Queen and King broke medieval etiquette, like, I don't have a problem if people want to partially interpret the movie that way. Obviously, you know, everyone has their own interpretation, but to have that be the only interpretation ignores what the movie is actually about, right? I think. And so I don't even think Maleficent cares about not being invited to the party. You'll notice that it's Merryweather who says you weren't wanted, right? So it's not about, really, the Queen and King not inviting her. It's about why the Queen and King didn't invite her. Presumably because the three good fairies told them not to. So when Maleficent is punishing Aurora, it really has nothing to do with the King and Queen. It more so has to do with, like, where the loyalties of the King and Queen lie, which is with the three good fairies who Maleficent has beef with. So her punishing Aurora is really less about Aurora, and not even really about not being invited or, like, the medieval etiquette stuff or whatever. Like, what she's offended at is that Merryweather could say so blatantly in front of everybody, you weren't wanted, and not get punished for it. Right? Like, that's the social, I guess you want to say, like, that's the social taboo. That the fact that they could say that out loud, right, to her, when she is also your excellency, right? So anyway, I say all of this because I was working on that idea to talk about that in a YouTube short, and then I had a vision, completely separate vision, which was, oh, what's gonna be really interesting is in Twisted Wonderland, when they introduce the Flora Fauna Merryweather character, at least a lot of people think that that's what the character from Royal Sword Academy is going to be based off of. We are going to get, like, levels of beef that we never imagined between Malleus and that fairy character, I think, right? And so I don't know if people are prepared for that. A lot of people have talked about, like, oh yeah, they're probably gonna be based off of the fairies, or maybe they'll do, like, a hybrid of, like, she's the fairies, but she's also Aurora, like a sort of dual inspiration and whatever. But I don't think people have picked up on the fact, right, that Malleus, like, I think that Malleus and that character are going to have, like, aged beef, if that makes sense, because that's the thing in the movie. Yeah, also the anger that the fairies were invited, but she wasn't, right? You know, so that's the other thing too, is like, oh, you invited them, but you didn't invite me. Because that's something that she gets offended at later. She was like, oh, you guys think that you could be me, the mistress of all evil, right? So she's also upset, I think, that the 3 good fairies think they're more powerful than her, right? She says that during the scene with Aurora when Aurora finally pricks her finger. So it's kind of like a power game too. It's like, oh, you don't think that I'm more capable than them? Like you're inviting them, but you aren't sufficiently afraid of me? And what I'm going to do, like you think they're gonna protect you? No, no, no. But yeah, I think, because here's my thing, and I think you're right, Cloud. Right, because in Twitch chat they're saying Malleus having genuine beef with someone is low-key funny, because he argues with Leona, but they don't hate each other that much. And I think here's the other thing. Malleus only has beef with Leona, I think, because Leona genuinely hates him. I think that Leona, to me, instigated the beef. I mean, I don't know if that's canon, like maybe there's a vignette I hadn't read that says it's the other way around, but my perception is that the only reason why Malleus hates Leona is probably because Leona started it. Right? So for Malleus to be like, it's on site. You know, for Malleus to be like hating somebody else, right? I think that's gonna be really interesting. Got the notification while on the bus to Disney? Ooh, like Disney World or Disneyland? I hope you have fun, user. Where are you going? What are you going, do you have like a plan? Are you going to like a specific park? I'm so nosy, I wanna know. Are you going to, is Halloween started? I think maybe Mickey's Not So Scary has started. I don't know if it would be starting at 4 o'clock. But yeah, I'm ready for the fairy character, guys. I'm ready. Disney World? Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna be there in a couple months. Hee hee hee. I'm so excited. Since Silver's Aurora, though, I wonder if the fairy character would somehow know Silver and they want to keep him from Malleus. I mean, see, that's the thing, though. Would the fairy character, like, be really, really old and just be, like, 16 years old in fairy years and so they would go to the school? Or would it be like, my parents told me about you, right? Like, would it be that sort of thing? Like, I don't know. Interesting. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll know who the Dawn Knight was. Yeah, like they could go either way, right? Because I guess technically Lilia is 300 years old and Lilia's in school. But I would say that's kind of a special circumstances because Lilia also only took his invitation recently. So like, I kind of wonder if it's going to be, they're going to kind of combine the Briar Rose interpretation stuff, like inspiration with the 3 fairy inspiration, and so you're gonna have this child fairy that was also raised by Flora Fauna Merryweather, and it'll be like, my mom told me about you, or something. Anyway, why did we start talking about this? Oh yeah, it was because of the color changing magic, so I don't even know if that'll be a YouTube short. I may do a whole like Sleeping Beauty based video. I know there's a couple already, so I don't know if what I have to say will be like too unique or whatever, but that the Flora Merryweather beef has been in my brain ever since, because I was like, what do you mean she always ruins your nicest flowers? So you guys are having beef on the regular then. You guys are having like beef outside of this one Aurora situation. There's like history here, and it's such a blink and you miss it, like sort of, you know, line, right? But I think it's so interesting. I'm like, that's what we should be doing. We should be doing the Flora Maleficent Yuri. I don't know why we're not doing that. I mean, as much as I appreciate Maleficent for what it is as a sort of like retelling and it's not just a copy and paste, I'm like, did we really need this kind of Maleficent? What we needed was going into more detail about the history Maleficent had with Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, because clearly there's a history there. That's the lore that I need expanded upon. That's true, it'll revert back to its original color eventually. So much for the convenience of magic. It just goes to show that nothing can beat the power of science. Lectures on science aren't terribly convincing coming from a man with an exposed brain. I mean, shouldn't that be even more so convincing because he's alive even though his brain is exposed? Alright, so how about we dye it? See, that's what I was saying. Exactly. People use plant and mineral-based clothing dyes, even in Twisted Wonderland. Oh my god, guys, it's just like Minecraft. I did a bit of that myself. Oh, I did a bit of that as a kid myself. Plant-based dyes are the standard in the Scalding Sands. Maybe there are plants somewhere around Halloween Town we could use. Ah, now that you mention it, I saw some labels for medicinal herbs when Sally showed me around the kitchen. If we put those to good use and get the right chemical reactions, we could make dyes out of them. Why, that's genius. I love the idea of using cloth we dyed by hand. All right, let's go see what we need. This is fun. I like this. This is cool. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for RSA characters. Is everyone ready to prepare a feast? That reminds me, I wanted to ask, how did you like dinner yesterday? It was quite delicious, thank you. It was definitely a flavor I'll never forget. Okay, what did you guys discuss yesterday? Yesterday, I learned that Twisted Wonderland is a very frightening place where we steal milk from the mother cow. That's what she said yesterday, I think. Huh, it is? What stories have you guys been feeding Sally? Nothing special at all, we were just talking about milk. And we learned that cuisine in Halloween Town differs greatly from that of Twisted Wonderland. I see. No wonder Trey had such a conflicted look on his face. It would hardly be acceptable if our food offerings left those from either Halloween Town or Twisted Wonderland unsatisfied. Leona's eye patch is killing me. Why doesn't he take that off? I mean, they said, though, that the clothes, like, won't change no matter how hard they try to take it off, so I'm assuming that that includes the eye patch. Like, he's tried to take it off and he can't. Yeah, we're gonna need to use ingredients we have access to here and make something suitable for everyone's palates. Trey and Jamil do plenty of cooking as it is. They can probably improvise as long as we give them something decent to work with. You dumped the entire job off their laps. Oh, on their lap? What? In their laps. Can you turn ingredients you've never seen before into food that makes everyone happy? Well, delegation's all about assigning the right person to the job. They'd probably be pleased about doing something useful anyway. I cook at the Monster Lounge on a regular basis, though it's not a dedicated position. I could assist as well. Nope, we're good. No need to complicate things. You sit this one out. So, do we have enough food to go around? Not enough for a party for the whole town. What were you guys gonna do before when you were planning? Like, you've had 365 days to plan this, but you still didn't have any, like, you still weren't planning to feed the whole town even in the before plans, I guess? Don't worry, though. We can get whatever extra we need from my garden at home. Ooh, a home garden. I'm curious to see what you're growing there. Allow us to help with the harvesting. Lead the way, Miss Sally. Oh, God. I'm like, what's gonna be in here? All right, here we are. I have no idea how she sounds in the movie. I'm gonna be so for real right now. Is this a graveyard? This isn't the garden you mentioned, is it? Why, yes, it's spacious and doesn't get a lot of visitors. It's perfect for gardening. We're seriously going to eat food that was grown in a graveyard. Don't put it so bluntly, you're just making me dwell on it more. I mean, Leona, isn't the whole thing the circle of life, man? The antelope, they die, and then they become the grass, and then the new antelope eat the grass, or something. Anyway, let's at least see what kind of garden we're working with here. The sign says witch hazel, henbane, and deadly nightshade. I've never heard of any of those. What kind of vegetables are they? Oh, you're not familiar, Apple. Witch hazel and henbane are both commonly used potionology reagents. Not again! How am I supposed to know if you're serious or you're just lying again, Jade? That might have worked yesterday, but you're not gonna fool me twice. There's no way Twisted Wonderland has plants with names as strange as those. Apple, if you get pulled from playing at club meets due to failing grades, you and I are gonna have some words. Huh? What do my grades have to do with anything? Witch hazel and henbane are plants used for potionology and alchemy. I'm fairly certain that that's been covered, even in the freshman class. Ooh, Twisted Wonderland. Hi, Amy. How's it going? Yeah, we're doing, like, part 2 of the, Halloween event. We're finishing up book 2 now, and then we're gonna start book 3 today. Huh? I don't remember that. Dear me, how unfortunate my good faith effort to share knowledge with someone less informed would be met with suspicion. You did that shit yesterday! Don't you lie to me! I'm wounded. Oh, my heart, it aches. I'm sorry. There, you see, you're slacking off in class, left you wide open to getting played by this moray punk. Last thing I need is Vil getting on my case about club meets distracting you from your education. At least get the basics under your belt. In that case, would you be willing to tutor me sometime, Leona? What? Why should I do it? It's easy freshman material. Figure it out yourself. I will say, I'm not familiar with Deadly Nightshade. This is actually as far as I got playing this one from here, so, oh, well, it's all new to you? Oh, that's good, Cloud. Did you, like, finish the event, or you can't even, like, you can't read it on your own account even if you wanted to? But yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you're having a good day. Is that unique to Halloween Town? Don't know about the deadly part, but I guess it's related to the nightshade listed in our textbooks. Ah, I see. That's an herb I'm quite familiar with. I cultivated it in the botanical garden. Drinking this will knock you right out. I mean, help you sleep very, very well. I'm glad you're familiar with each of these. I can't read the rest unless I buy it, no! Wait, that's how it works? I haven't really not completed events other than, like, Culinary Crucible, so I don't know what happens to you. Guys, I'm still so mad that apparently I didn't buy the Rapunzel background. I hope they rerun that event next year. I'm sure they will. When the Tangled movie comes out, I'm sure they'll rerun it. They have to, please. I can't believe I didn't get it. In our world, they're only used in lab settings. Never heard of them using cooking. But I guess that's Halloween Town for you. It's quite a town. A devilishly delightful town, yes. Guys, I don't know. I feel like my Leona has descended into, like, smoker. I mean, I've been doing a lot of reading this week, even with the days off, so I guess it makes sense. I'm like, I feel like my voice, some of my voices have changed. It's usually 3 gems a chapter. Interesting. I should see if it'll let me do that with Culinary Crucible. There's gonna be something other than salad and stuff, right? I only eat meat, just so we're clear. Shouldn't you at least try things before refusing to eat them? Fine, I'll just find my own non-plant ingredients. How's that sound? All right, I'll be happy to cook them up into something tasty. Cool, I'll handle it. My, you're taking this surprisingly calmly. Yeah, because I'm an adult. I'm not gonna snap at a lady just because she says something I don't like. A lady? Considering the way you normally talk, I was not expecting you to treat her that way. Indeed, why, it's almost as though you're some sort of highborn brigand. Guys, why are they so diabolical? You know exactly what I am, but fine, since you gave me the setup, I am highborn. Oh yes, how could I forget? Watching Jade and Leona go back and forth like this is giving me anxiety. That was just Arista. I don't know what that was. Okay, so what kind of game can I hunt around here? Let's see, there's snakes and spiders. Oh, and lots of bats, rats, and frogs. I wholeheartedly reject the idea of eating any of those things. I mean, people eat snails, right? I'm sure eating snakes and... I mean, I'd go maybe... What did she say again? I'd go maybe for the frogs, the snakes, and maybe not the bats. Yeah. I think the frogs is a good one. Come now, where's your culinary curiosity? Sally, weren't you just talking about not knocking things before trying them? Yes, I certainly was. This isn't about culinary curiosity, it's unsanitary. I can hardly speak for bats and rats, but snakes and frogs are staple outdoor foods. Mind you, I've never had either. You must be an excellent cook, Sally. Yeah, and you did mention yesterday that you cook, the doctor's meals, huh? That's right, I'm basically made to do the doctor's housekeeping. Oh, no! I have nothing against cooking and sewing, but I do wish I had a bit more freedom. Oh, God. The doctor's always so frustratingly insistent that I never go out and just stay home. And no matter what I say, it's always, you're a housekeeper, do as I say. Oh, no. It's like, guys, this was Black Mirror before Black Mirror, you know what I mean? Really? That sounds awful. Agreed. You should lodge a firm protest if he treats you unfairly. If you require any assistance, I'd be happy to offer some. I would enjoy seeing a look of panic on the doctor's face. Wouldn't you agree, Leona? Not really. Putting the make the doctor panic aspect aside, ignoring someone in distress isn't very gentlemanly. Yeah, we should all work together and brainstorm up a plan to make the doctor think twice about his attitude. Bold of you guys to assume she even needs the help. I picked up a whiff of the nightshade among all the other familiar scents I smelled when she came into town all yesterday. Oh! Leona got her in 4K, bro! You poisoned Finkelstein with some so you could sneak out, didn't you? No way, Sally's so sweet and caring. She'd never do something like that. Oh my, you can tell. Guys, this book is so funny. What? You covered it up with a stronger smell, but I've got a real sensitive nose. My options were very limited. Hey, I ain't judging. That puts you way above the people who just sit around complaining without doing anything. Trust me, I hold such gallant ladies in the highest esteem. That's very encouraging to hear. Thank you. I very much look forward to our meals today. Let's get to work now, shall we? Leona's offering Miss Sally his arm. Incredible. What a flawless way of escorting a lady. Leona looks so mature. By golly, he's cool. Now I want to try escorting someone. Guys, Ethel's just like sometimes just turns into Arista. Would you care to practice with me? Huh? But if I practice with you... Please, Ethel, don't worry. I'll even crouch down. That's so bad. That's so rude. That's mean. Ugh. Ethel, don't. There's no telling what sort of trouble you'll get dragged into if you link arms with Jade. Guys, that was diabolical. That was really funny. All right, everybody. So, with that, we have finished book 2. So now we are going to start book 3, but I am going to take a quick break. I don't think we've gone, like, I don't think enough time has passed to do any, what am I trying to say? You know, any lessons. But I'm gonna run an ad really quick. I'm just gonna go use the bathroom. We'll all take a break. Everybody stretch, everybody get up, all that sort of stuff. And then we will keep going and we'll actually get started on book 3. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody. I just need to check something, and then we will keep going. Book 3 is basically like the quote-unquote main event today. We just had some leftover book 2 stuff to do. so to speak. I'm here. What did I miss? Nothing much, Rose. We talked about... Let me see. We talked about my theory about the Sleeping Beauty character at Royal Sword Academy, based off of a Sleeping Beauty video that I may want to make. Basically, I was talking about some lines in the movie that point to the idea that, like, Flora, Fauna, Merryweather, and Maleficent have been beefing, like, long before Aurora, and that, like, they have, like, some sort of history. So, I was talking about Malleus having, like, genuine primordial beef with the Royal Sword Academy leader. What's the hero request thing? Oh, so that was for games where I was playing, like... That's, like, for Genshin, or, like, Baldur's Gate. Basically, like, you could use your points to request me to change my lineup. But obviously, when we play Twisted Wonderland, we don't really... Right? Like, other than, like, exams, I guess? But, like, we don't really do any combat. But, like, say, for example, I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and you guys were like, yeah, Cal, you know, I really want you to put Goofy in there instead of Beast. I'd be like, I got you. Or something. Well, now in KH3, don't they all... They're just all in your party now. You can't even choose. I'm gonna rewatch a stream later to hear about that theory. I'm interested. Yeah, I kind of like, basically, I was talking about how I rewatched Sleeping Beauty with my mom, and that made me realize, like, there are a couple lines that imply that, like, they've been beefing beforehand, and I was joking. I immediately texted Hunter, and I was like, Hunter, this is, like, what Maleficent should have been about, the doomed Yuri of Flora and Maleficent. Because what do they know? Especially with Fauna being like, maybe she can be reasoned with, and Flora's like, absolutely the fuck not. I'm like, what do you know? What do they know? There's a big conspiracy about the history. But yeah, I want to make like a bigger video. I don't know if there's other videos about this already. Like, I'm sure there's other YouTube videos about like the 3 fairies are the true main characters, not Aurora. But like, there's a couple things that I feel I want to talk about in my heart. Not just the Maleficent Yuri, though I may make a YouTube short like just joking around about it. But just like, what is the movie actually about? Everyone is wrong about Sleeping Beauty, but like I did some like sort of like pre-research, like after I got all my points down and thought about what I want to say. I did some research and there are a couple of video essays, like Better with Bob has one. There's this like TikTok person that does video essays on YouTube sometimes, and like she talks about the Disney princesses. You weren't wanted is the most savage line. Yeah, we were talking about that too, like Merryweather. Okay, so I guess I'll give you guys another taste of like my video, okay? Every time something bad happens in the movie, it's because of Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather going against their, if you want to call it their prime directive, like in Star Trek, right? Because they say that their magic is to do happy, joyous things and basically to make people happy. But there's a couple times in the movie where they fuck up. That's one of them. You weren't wanted. That's what instigates, basically, Maleficent cursing Aurora. The other time is when they're in the cottage fighting over the color of the dress, right? It's not like, oh, they broke temptation and they started to use their wands. It's not really about the fact that they started using magic. It's, yes, Flora is the pink one. It's the fact that they started bickering about the dress color. Like, they could have made Aurora 2 dresses if they wanted. That was not called for. Right? Even the Disney Villain Bible basically says it's the fallibility of the 3 good fairies that basically causes the problems, right? It's, you could almost put it as when they start acting like Maleficent or when they almost stoop to her level, that's when bad shit happens. So I want to make a video talking about, like, thematically, the point of the movie. Like, yeah, like, obviously it's good versus evil and all of that stuff, but, like, how we define good and how we define evil. Like, there's a character arc for the fairies about them kind of being mean to each other. Like, not mean to each other, but them getting a little bit, like, you know, them bickering with each other and using their magic in almost a selfish way that doesn't bring happiness to Aurora. It's when they're thinking about themselves. They're like, which dress color will Aurora like better? They're just thinking of them. And then Diablo catches them, obviously. Right? The other time that happens is that when Aurora gets let off by Maleficent, right? They leave her alone to have a minute alone, and I saw people online saying, like, what bullshit is that? They're being punished for respecting her feelings, but if you notice before that scene happens, they give Aurora a crown using their magic, and what Flora, like, the subtext of what Flora is saying is basically, suck it up, and you have to do your duty. You're a princess. Sorry, right? She basically makes the crown, and then that's how she ends it. She says, by thine right and royal duty, right? She's looking at her like this. She's like, this is your royal duty. You know? She doesn't actually say, like, shut the fuck up, but, like, it's kind of one of those things where she makes the crown, and it only makes Aurora more miserable, right? And so those are like the 3 times where the fairies do things that do not serve their objective or their prime directive of make people happy, right? They knew, I'm sure Flora knew that Aurora getting that crown was not gonna make her happy. She did it to try to get Aurora to basically make peace and give up, you know, the situation, like, give up on the idea that she can still be with Philip, you know, before she knows, obviously. Yeah, so it wasn't like, oh, they got punished for respecting her space. They got punished because they used their magic for something that was not about making Aurora happy. Catty, exactly. It's hideous, that's because it's on you, dear. And they're funny, right? They're funny because they're human. But I think that that's the interesting thing of the movie, like, is showing their fallibility even before they learn about becoming human and, like, what it's like to be human, right? And so, yeah, I want to make a video on all of those things, basically. Like, part 1, the primordial beef. How long have these women been beefing with each other? We don't know. Part 2, good versus evil, thematically. Like, I don't want to organize. I want, like, and everyone is wrong about Sleeping Beauty and just talk about the things that I want to talk about with it. But I do want to watch other people's video essays first, because now that I have my points down and I know what I want to say, you know, I want to, like, see if I can still say something different than other people, but then also, like, you know, credit people if I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna yoink that from Bob. Bob explained that perfectly, you know. So that's kind of the balance I have. Like, if I'm making a video essay, I remember the most unfortunate thing happened, like, years and years and years ago, is that Lindsay Ellis released a Little Mermaid video, and I released mine, like, literally a day or two. It was, like, in production for a long time, and we both happened to release it the same week. I put her in my description, even though I didn't reference her at all, just because I was like, you know what? Like, it cost me nothing to do this. Obviously, she's a bigger YouTuber than me, so she doesn't really need my advertisement, but, like, you know, I might as well say, hey, here's another fun video. It costs nothing to credit people and, like, just, you know, be like other people are making cool videos, too. Right? That's how I think about it, anyway. But anyhow. So yeah, lots of thoughts about Sleeping Beauty that I then applied to Twisted Wonderland, and I was like, But now we are starting book 3. Which I'm like, guys, if they're just doing chores, it's gonna be, I'm feeling very low energy today for some reason. I think it's honestly because I'm not sleeping very well. I'm getting, like, more and more anxious about moving and stuff. And so I'm like, if this whole book is just nonsense, like, if this is nonsense, I don't know, man. Like, if this is gonna be some nonsense for 20 chapters, I'm a little scared. Here's what I think, though. Here's what I was actually thinking earlier. I should have said this earlier. It'd be really interesting if this was the first time a character overblots who isn't, well, wait, did Rollo overblot? Well, Fellow Honest didn't overblot. I don't know. Anyway, I want Skully overblot, because that way the characters who have overblotted before, like Leona and Vil, do we have all overblot cast here, actually? Wait a fucking minute. Guys, did I just crack the code? Wait. Wait, hold on. Riddle's here, Leona's here, Azul is here, Jamil is here. Edia's here, Vil is here. Did I say that already? And Malleus is here. Could it be a coincidence? Maybe. But to me, that almost points to like, it is gonna happen. Maybe Skully is gonna overblot and the whole thing is like, that's why we have all of the house wardens here. We have every house warden here, don't we? I mean, obviously we don't have Calxiyn, but like Calxiyn didn't overblot, Jamil did, so that doesn't matter. What if I'm cooking, guys? Am I cooking? Am I cooking? Am I burning the food? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. But let's keep going. Thanks for all the work you boys put in. You must be tired. How about a little break? Man, am I bone tired. I doubt that you spent this whole time frolicking about with that white dog. That wasn't frolicking, he was chasing me, so I had to run away. I've gotten used to the sight of it at this point. It came off to me as just this bizarre dog at first, but it's actually kind of charming when you get used to it. It's even been chasing Cal around. It's a huge pain trying to shoo it off. Oh god, guys, what if this is because Cal and Grim are dead? But then wouldn't it also be chasing Skully, who we think is dead? See, my henchhuman's scared too. Go on, shoot! Given the choice, I take a faithful dog who follows you around over a furball who disregards all warnings and opens books willy-nilly. Oh yeah? Sorry, Zero's my partner, so he's not up for grabs. Isn't that right, Zero? It's nice to see you making friends, though. I hope they play with you a bunch. I've even brought everyone some tea for their break. Ah, Sally, thanks, that's very considerate. Oh, not at all, anyone would do the same. If only you put in that much effort when it was actually needed. Thank you, Sally, this looks delightful. Huh? Whoa? What? A bone? Oh my god, guys, are we gonna get like lock, shock, and barrel? I kinda thought that we weren't, but... Huh, a bone just flew by. Hello? Whoa, now there's other stuff flying around. Where's it coming from? Oh, it's you boys. What are you doing here? Jack sent for us? Specifically, by name. Oh my god, I was right! Guys, Calxiyn Gift of Prophecy, please. Lock, shock, and barrel. Have you turned off Twitch's new? Yes, thank you though, my guy. We did it at the beginning of the stream. It was a bit of an ordeal to find it, but I saw it on Twitter and I told myself, I'm gonna remember to turn that shit off, and then I forgot. So, but then you guys reminded me, so yeah, I've turned it off. As long as it stays off, we should be good. But I appreciate it, thank you. How are you doing? What's with the children? Skully, do you know who they are? They literally just said their names. They literally just said who they are. They're Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Were you guys not listening? A trio of children? I fear my knowledge of them is rather lacking as well. Ah, Halloween Town's finest trick-or-treaters. Ah, or the kids. Oh my god, they literally just said who they are! Stop it! They are remotely scary compared to all the other weirdos in Halloween Town. Oh, the fuzzball. Don't know, too big to be a cat. Whatever it is, you don't see it every day. Let's make it our pet. Hee hee hee. Your pet? You brat's got some nerve. I have a job for you. We need help setting up Halloween and we're very short-handed. Why, the mayor's having kittens over how... What? Having kittens? I've never heard that before. I'm good, finally having a weekend again? Oh, good. I'm resting today and tomorrow I'm going on a date with my wife. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. I like when I hear, like, people, you know, people that are married still going on dates and stuff. Very good, very good. You know, gotta still do fun things. People act like marriage is the end of it. It's only the beginning. Not that I know, but like, you know. You guys know what I mean. I'm like, oh, that's romantic. Is that why the cat's here? And that's why you turned to us. It's gotta be. We're way better than some mangy old cat. Quit grabbing my tail. They're spinning Grimm's tail around? We have quite the uncouth little monsters here. Goodness me, Halloween Town certainly has some individuals prone to cacophony, camaraderie, what? I don't know if that makes any sense. I've heard that phrase. It means someone's freaking out. I've never heard that before. I like Twisted Wonderland teaching me new words, but will I remember any of them is the question. I love how, so Twitch chat is saying that like they're having a weekend and they're going out with their wife. Meanwhile, a bunch of us are taking days off or like calling in sick from work and school just to play Snezhnaya. Just to play Genshin Impact. The difference is stark. Oh, I'm sorry about those three. They normally live outside of town near the hills. I can hardly handle the mischief. You brought them in to help. Are those kids really gonna be useful? That kid's freaking me out. Tell them to put their masks back on. I used to be scared of them as a kid. Oh no. Sometimes you have to pick the lesser of two evils. I've asked them to help set up someplace for you folks to sleep tonight. Skully seems awfully sleep deprived. You guys need a proper rest, don't you? Why, Mr. Skellington, what a caring soul you are. This is why you're the master of Halloween. We could use some actual bedding. That's right. You'd better be grateful, short stuff. What? Wait, was that directed at me? Did you call me short stuff? Don't gotta take no gruff from you. Sorry, what was that? Did I mishear? Epal, it would do you no good to lower yourself to their level. Rein in your temper and be broad-minded in how you treat them. They're children. I love how they like, guys, they're children. They like let them get away with trash talking you. Yeah, what he said, right? Oh my god, they're so annoying. This is hilarious. Young man, could you please not touch your attire with your unwashed hands? What? Oh, that scared me. Your eyelashes are so bristly, they look like centipede's legs. Talk about creepy. Excuse me? You just went over this with Epal 3 seconds ago. So I did. I've never encountered such rude children before. Oh, man. I was so stunned, I nearly forgot myself. I'm really sorry. Let me give you something to make up for it. There, see? He's not so bad. He's gonna give him like a spider or something. What you got there for us, young man? I'm assuming Jamil's used to it because of all of Kalim's siblings, but this is just going to shit so bad. It's a rare find, a green bug people use in special medicine. Oh no! Jamil's afraid of bugs! Oh no! Oh my god! Did he just pass out? Bro! Whoa, Jamil just collapsed! Jamil has a major phobia of bugs. And that child bobbed one right in his head. Jesus Christ. My heart goes out to him. What's wrong? Do you guys want a rare bug too? The two of us will be fine without one, thank you. If you're giving gifts to someone, let them be Vil or Epal. Man, you're boring. Boring? Did you just call me boring? That I cannot abide. I shall happily accept such a fine present. And I'll arrange a surprise for you like nothing you can imagine. Go on now, give it to me. Oh my god. You don't have to get competitive with that. This music, too. Like, this is really, like, the whole circus is here. This is quite the commotion. The mayor wasn't kidding when he said they were mischief makers. What's the sticky noise? Riddle, you got candy stuck to your back. What? I do? How? Sorry, I ran into you. Lick? What, he's licking him? He peeled the candy off and put it right back into his mouth. Guys, I can't do this. What is happening? That's filthy. Well, you look jealous. Do you want my candy? No, keep it away. Oh, that's okay. You can have it since we're friends all year. You keep that half-eaten candy away from me. Oh, this is why I can't stand kids. But hey, you know who likes sweets? Those two. They're always snacking on sweets at their little tea parties. Mind giving them a gift instead? Okay. Oh my god. They're just potting the kids off to everybody else! Leona, can you please not redirect unruly children at us? Tea parties are a strict Heartslimble tradition. Are you mocking them? Jesus Christ. Guys, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm flabbergasted. I can't believe this. Jesus Christ. They're killing me. Like, we haven't really seen them interact with children other than Chenya, so, like, I feel like this is a really interesting... Like, Malleus hasn't even said anything to them. It'd be funny if they were afraid of Malleus, too. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. I don't know if that's how I would, you know, describe it, but okay. Such unseemly roughhousing. They should learn from your elegance, my liege. Edea, meanwhile, is just hiding in the corner. Edea, what in the world are you doing huddling in the corner? Nothing. Don't mind me, seriously. Big crowds getting all loud and animated is basically the thing I'm most allergic to. And introverts like me got no recourse but to minimize my presence and just wait it out with bated breath. Barbecues and house parties are the most unbearable experiences possible, not that I've been to either. I heard someone mention parties. Do you wish to attend a party, Shroud? Yes, of course, I can greatly sympathize. What? I said nothing of the sort. Huh? Why is that monster staring at us? You won't find Malleus and I as clamorous as those humans over there. If you're looking for someone to trick, I suggest you look elsewhere. Oh my god, what if she just bursts into tears? Hey, monster, where do you think you're looking? Is there something on my face? What's with the horns? Those are rad. Oh my god, is she gonna ride on his, like, grab his horns and start riding on his shoulder like, whee? Huh? How dare you! You dare to climb upon the great Malleus's noble hair, and you even touched his horns! Oh man, they're really cool. I want some. Can you pull them off? Give me one. This is mind-blowingly rude towards Malleus. It's actually cathartic. This will not stand! You shall pay for your insolence, curds! Stay your hand, Seebeck. But my liege! I said leave it. Or I shall reward this one's rudeness. Oh my god, is this the first time they've been using magic? And she's dressed like a witch, too. Oh, that thunder. Oh, I knew it. Malleus is angry. Uh-oh, we better stop him fast. Please do something. What? Hey, don't look at me. Why should I clean up their mess? That's way too much of a hassle. Just stay out of it and let it run its course. That said, I'm not sure if this badger over here can actually endure all this commotion. Oh, what a horrible uproar! Such unruly, uncouth conduct isn't remotely befitting of Halloween Town! I wasn't expecting that inviting the trickster trio would cause such a fuss. This is a head-scratcher. Oh no, even Mr. Skellington is distressed about this. I can't stand idly by. Everyone, if we could all be silent! Huh? Why should we listen to you? Yeah, we got no reason to be silent. Okay. Guys, I can't believe they climbed on Malleus's shoulders. This is so funny. I love how it's like, guys, I'm afraid book 3 is gonna be a bunch of bullshit. This is cinema. This is so funny. I mean, 20 chapters of this might be a little bit excessive, but 10 chapters of this? I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. Like, I can't believe this. This is so funny. They're just beefing with a bunch of children. I had no desire. Oh gosh, sorry guys. I had no desire to behave rudely towards Halloween Town's residents, but I cannot abide anyone making life more difficult for Mr. Skellington. What's he gonna do? Use his signature spell on them? Ah!
Lanternに火を灯せ.
What is it? Oh?
Scary night.
Huh? What? He turned them into pumpkins? What? What? What do you mean? Huh? This is crazy! Like, what do you mean, bro? Is Skully turning his friends at school into pumpkins, man? Oh my god. What do you mean? This is so funny. Oh my god, guys. They just turned into jack-o'-lanterns. Is that your signature spell, Skully? What's going on? What happened to us? You two dummies turned into pumpkins. Well, so did you. The pumpkins are talking! I don't want to stay like this. Me neither. Ditto! Turn us back! Will you promise to be quiet? We promise. We'll be quiet. Damn, look at their face, guys! is hilarious. This is the funniest event ever. This might be a funnier event than Phantom Bride. As much as I love Phantom Bride and thought it was so fucking funny, I couldn't breathe. This is also really funny. Ah, they changed back. Oh my god. This is what's called a signature spell in my world. To wit, it is a spell that belongs to me alone. And my particular signature spell transforms people into jack-o'-lanterns. Uh-oh. I hope he doesn't turn all of them into jack-o'-lanterns to force them to have the Halloween that he wants. Lockshock and Barrel. Oh my god. Lockshock and Barrel are actually speechlessly gaping. You managed to intimidate them. That's incredible. Talk about a trick. It was hilarious how goofy you two looked. I never imagined I'd get turned into a pumpkin. That was cool. Do it again. Looks to me like they're less intimidated and more excited about it. Well, Skully, aren't you going to get on to them to quiet down? Here, I thought you were going to turn them right back into pumpkins again. Actually, my signature spell is something but a work in progress. Once I use it, it takes some time before I can use it again, much to my infinite shame. It's nothing to be ashamed of. This is shape-shifting magic that works on other people, right? It's hard enough shifting yourself with spells or potions. And you have a spell that can forcibly turn a person into objects? That's very impressive, even if you can't use it much. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, it's shape-shifting, but then the other person can't control it. Like, so I wonder if it's just turning people into jack-o'-lanterns, or if it's shape-shifting into anything, but all he can visualize are jack-o'-lanterns, right? Kind of like how, like, Deuce can only manifest the cauldron, but that's because that's the easiest thing for him to manifest. Like, I wonder if he could turn people into other stuff that's not just pumpkins, you know? No kidding, hard to say if it would work on someone with strong magic, but it's a nice trick for catching someone by surprise. Not to mention, you're still a freshman, Skully. Put in enough practice and you'll be able to improve your usage capacity. I didn't take you for more than a Halloween nerd, but you're an herbivore with some potential after all. My spell is far superior to that human's! What do you mean? You know your signature spell? I thought you found that out in book 7. Jeez, watch it with all the yelling. You're making my ears hurt. Come on, signature spells aren't something to compete over. Who's competing? I'm merely informing all of you that my signature spell is superior to his. How is that not competing? Oh, it's a bit unrefined, but it's a rather curious spell. Not you too, my liege. I have to say, Skully, I'm impressed. Oh goodness, was that Twisted Wonderland's magic? I'm amazed. I guess no one else has been using magic this whole time. I'm surprised. Charlatanery? What was that charlatanery? Disgusting. Considering it would also serve to immobilize someone for a while, it seems like quite a handy signature spell. The jack-o'-lantern is the kind of flourish I'd expect from you, Skully. Fascinating. I am but an ordinary, mediocre individual, but hearing compliments from such lovely people is deeply flattering. I think he's still learning in book 7, but he's had it for a while. Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess. Confound that Skully! How dare he put on such airs when he's the same age as I am! This sticks in my craw. This sticks in my craw! What the heck does that mean? I have never heard that before. That's like an Epal thing to say. What are you doing, Seebeck? I can't let him continue to outshine me. You there, the 3 monsters. Swear that you will never treat Malleus rudely again, and I want no part in any further clamor. You are to avoid starting any uproars, is that clear? Sure, whatever you say, you betcha. We promise. They're lying through their teeth. Not a shred of sincerity. Well, that's enough of a break. Let's keep up the good work this afternoon. All right, time to split off and... Wait! If I'm not mistaken, we were supposed to rearrange our groupings. Ah, you remembered that. Isn't it a hassle to draw lots all over again? We could just stick with the groups we've been given. We most certainly cannot! Next time I shall get grouped with Malleus for sure! I had a feeling you would ask, so I've got the lots all ready to draw. Come and get 'em! I know the craw one too. It means sticking in my throat. Oh, interesting. It's hard to swallow. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard that. I mean, I'm assuming that's like Southern? I'm just surprised that they made Seebeck say that instead of something, I don't know, different. Yes! Finally! This time I am grouped with my liege! So it would seem your company is welcome. Thank you, sir! Working alongside you is the greatest of honors! Now I can pass from this world with no regret. Oh my god. Is it really that serious? Why are you resting on your laurels before you've even started working? I see, I've got a loud one in this group. My head is pounding already, not to mention a child with disproportionately large eyeballs. They look like they can pop out at any moment. What? That's so rude. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm hiccuping. That's so funny. Like, I was using some epal expressions for my VTuber model, like, as an example. And so that's really funny to me. Could you please not stare at me? Like, for that exact reason, like, because his eyes are so big and so are Soliana's, where I want Udine to kind of have, a little angry squint going on. I've been teamed up with Malleus every single time so far. I've grown accustomed to his presence, but I just hope the spudlings in this group won't slow the rest of us down. Who do you think you're talking to? It goes without saying I'll devote myself wholly in the service of Malleus. Let us work together and create the finest Halloween ever! All this group rearranging is, like, kind of wearing me out, guys, but at the same time, I get it, though, because then it's nice to see, like, the characters. I think that this is a good way to get all the characters to interact with each other at least once, you know? Let's see who's with me for food prep now. Ah, Trey and Riddle. And I believe you two are Jamil and Edia. I look forward to working with you. It'll be nice having a cook as skilled as you here, Jamil. This should go great. Yeah, this, honestly, you guys should have been on it from the beginning, because I feel like changing the groups just mean that, like, everybody kind of has to get caught up with what the last group did and almost start over again. Like, how is Jamil gonna teach the other group how to dye the tapestries if he's not there anymore? You know? Hopefully they'll be okay. Oh god, guys, what is this? Did I spill some tea on my shirt? I didn't see how that happened. Likewise, I'm glad to be working with an expert confectioner like yourself. That leaves us as the useless ones. I guess I'll just chill here. Us? I'd appreciate it if you didn't lump me in with yourself if it's all the same. Don't worry, I'm not expecting anything out of either of you. I know that house wardens don't do much in the way of hands-on work. I am glad to be working with you, Trey. Boy, way to put on the pressure. Cal and Skully, you're with me again. Oh, and Grim too. Don't treat me like an afterthought. And you're Leona, I believe. I'll be counting on you. Oh, guess this group's a step up from my last one, at least. The best part is that no one from Octavanille's here. That means so much less hassle. No need to bemoan our absence, Leona. Believe me, I'm just as disappointed as you. It seems Azul and I are with you now, Jack. I look forward to working with you. What is the mayor doing again? Is he doing music? And so what, are these two supervising? I'm a little confused. Is this the first time Skully's not with Jack? Happy to have you. Alas, I've been separated from Mr. Skellington. If it's a heart-wrenching shame that we no longer get to share another's company, but this is all in service. Oh my god, he has tears in his eyes to the greater cause of Halloween. I shall set aside my personal sentiments and devote myself to crafting the finest Halloween possible. I must. I'm seeing sparkles behind his sunglasses. Is he crying? Oh god, that was just a wrist. Guy makes a production out of everything. I'll go round up the musicians. You wait here. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do much in the case of music. Like, I feel like Azul and Jade should have been here and then we should have stayed with Jack, but something seems to keep bringing us— oh my god. Something seems to keep bringing us together, Cal and Grim. I look forward to working once more alongside you in this endeavor. No, you don't. You're not gonna keep pulling a fast one smooch over on me. Oh, this time you smooched my ear. That seems a little excessive. It's only proper for a gentleman to express his gratitude towards such lovely individuals as yourselves. Wouldn't you agree, Leona? No, I wouldn't. You ain't gonna get anywhere trying to put Leona in the same sentence as proper gentleman. Oh yeah, say that a little louder, furball, I dare ya. I won't be so easily deceived, oh no. I'll grant that his demeanor and diction leave something to be desired. What's that supposed to mean? But even when we first met, he struck me as a highly thoughtful individual. I like how Skully is addressing the Leona slander. There will be no Leona slander today. His knowledge sets him a cut above his student peers in a way that doesn't seem entirely due to being an upperclassman. I've never had the pleasure of making an acquaintance of a lion beastman before. I've little doubt Leona is of noble... Well, that's all I hear coming out of your mouth. Maybe you ought to take a look at yourself before you go talking about others. I'm sorry? You don't seem to realize it. Then again, maybe you're just being deliberately obtuse. Either way, you met your idol Jack Skellington and came to Halloween Town on Cloud 9. Then your ideas for best Halloween ever got vetoed and your dreams got crushed. That's where you are now. And all you're doing is smiling and carrying on like normal. You must be a real doormat. I highly doubt you're perfectly happy with this state of affairs. Why would I not be? I'll grant that the idea— Oh, see, now you can't see his eyes under there. Sussy, sussy. I'll grant the idea of a lively Halloween differs somewhat from the conclusion I reached. I spent all my prior Halloweens in solitude and silence. Everyone from my village respected that more somber version of Halloween. I truly believed it to be the norm. But surely I've been shallow in my thinking. Mr. Skellington is the Pumpkin King. I'm certain he's thought deeply about this course of action. Jack Skellington? Please, there's no way he's thought that deeply about any of this. I strongly beg to differ. Cal, don't you think Mr. Skellington is a highly thoughtful individual? Yeah, absolutely. They plan for Halloween all year. Yes, surely that is the case. You have an impeccable eye for character, as I hoped, while your sensibilities bear an uncanny similarity to my, Guys. Sussy, sussy! Ramshackle dorm, sussy, sussy! Surely meeting each other must have been fate. Way to humor the guy. Don't come crying to me if this comes back to— Oh, what happened? You guys okay? If this comes back to bite you in the tail later, it's patently obvious. It's patently obvious Jack's the kind of guy who gets complete tunnel vision when he gets fixated on something. I mean, I guess that's true, but that doesn't mean he's thoughtless. He's as reckless as you. You're so certain the way you see things behind those glasses of yours is the right way, but... Huh? I thought I heard someone call my name. That scared the daylights out of me. When did you get here? Yeah, we were just lavishing you with praise and talking about what a reliable skeleton you are. Really? Thank you. That's too kind. Halloween construction. Mr. Skellington! I see Azul and Jade are with you as well. What a delight your company is. Likewise, I'm so pleased you notice us, Skully, afterthought or no. So, what are you up to here? Waiting on the mayor. He said he'd round up the town musicians. In other words, you're sitting around doing nothing at all. All while the other teams seem to be making excellent headway into their tasks. I confess I'm a tad bit concerned about the lack of progress with the music. Oh, sorry, guys. Will you be ready in time for Halloween? You and your sarcasm. Look, it ain't our fault. We inherited this situation from everyone else who was in the group before us. See, guys, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I'm glad that they're acknowledging it, at least. But honestly, I'm not big on the whole making it loud approach. I'm pretty much with Skully in terms of preferring things quiet. Oh dear, I thought we all decided to help prepare for Halloween so we could return to Twisted Wonderland. Would you go back on your word? That's hardly acceptable. Wouldn't you agree, Azul? Certainly, we did make a commitment to have the best Halloween ever, did we not? I never said I wasn't going to help. I'll do what I gotta do. That said, while I committed to prep work, I never made any promises about spending time in groups. Given the choice between a bunch of baying with you guys and peace and quiet by myself, it's not hard to pick. Ah, how lovely to hear you say that. Spending Halloween by oneself is a perfectly valid and respectable choice. It's quiet, it's frightful, it's more wonderful than anything. No, that won't do at all. Spending Halloween alone defeats the whole purpose of the day. What? It defeats the purpose. Sure it does. Take the prankster trio, for example. They may be nuisances, but we don't treat them like outcasts. After all, what would Halloween be without all the screams? Boring, that's what. Halloween is a group holiday, not a solo affair. Getting scared together, screaming together, and spending time together, that's Halloween. I believe Skully's frozen stiff. Well, that was quite a thorough dressing down of every Halloween Skully's ever celebrated. What a pain. I had nothing to do with this, for the record. Hello, everyone! I've brought the musicians! Hello there, Mayor! Azul, Jade, this works out nicely. Why don't we help out for a bit? Might I be excused for a short while? Oh, did something come up? Yes, you see, I'd like to assist Lockshock and Barrel with their work. You want to help the prankster trio? That'd be great as long as the rest of your group's got no objections, of course. Well, you're not going to be much use to us if you're zoned out like that. Suit yourself. Yes, thank you for your understanding. Adieu for now. Oh no! Skully's turning evil! Skully's gonna turn against Jack! There he goes. He was kind of wobbly on his feet there, don't you think? He seemed rather devastated. Are you certain you don't wish to console him? I don't see why I should play nice. Hi, Cal. How's the game? It's good, Swag. How's it going? How's your weekend? It's Thursday. Yeah, how's your day going? How's your week going? We're about halfway-ish through book 3 right now, and so we're planning on finishing book 3 today. Poor Skully having such cruel teammates. Yeah, that's right, I am cruel. I ought to learn some benevolence from you two guys chuckling behind his back. Oh, I doubt I could have possibly had anything to do. Oh, I doubt I could possibly have anything to do there, Leona. This team's leaving a sour taste in my mouth. Yep, everybody's fighting. Nobody can agree on what makes a good Halloween. All right, it's finally time to make some music. Oh, yeah. Now write us a song that will truly liven up this holiday. What? What do you mean? You want us to do it? Isn't that what you brought the pros here for? Well, Leona, I think the pros are here to play it. I think that's a little different. They're here to play. They don't know how to compose. We're professional players, not composers. Even if we were, how could we make music tailored to a world we know nothing about? That's a good point. The quickest solution is to have the youngins to write the music. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. It defeats the whole purpose of bringing them over to start with. No, it doesn't. They have to play what you guys write. Composition, I'm afraid I have little experience in that field. Likewise, though, like the other musicians, I can play existing songs. Oh my god, everyone's useless? I thought you merfolk were supposed to be big fans of singing. You should challenge yourselves instead of just tucking fin and running. Ready for D23? Yes! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm gonna definitely be streaming on... What is it, Sunday? I think it's Sunday at 7. I'm definitely gonna be streaming for sure. I'm very excited. Do you believe all merfolk have the same taste? I never knew you were capable of such sweeping generalizations, Leona. Some merfolk can't sing, while others just don't like to. I don't appreciate you trying to stick us with such a difficult task. Though technically speaking, Leona's not wrong. I've hardly ever seen merfolk who actively dislike music. Oh, yeah? Yes, music is the most popular form of entertainment under the sea. The sea? In that case, I imagine the undersea gal must be a fan as well. What? The undersea gal? We should definitely ask her sometime. What? I think that's a reference to a character that lives in the fountain? Anyway, we've been discussing ourselves, but what about you, Leona? What about me? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't envision you singing in the slightest, not even remotely. So it occurs to me perhaps we shouldn't be discussing our singing at all. Oh dear, is he perhaps horrifically tone deaf? My deepest apologies for a lack of sensitivity. Come now, Jade, it's rude to say so plainly. Leona's tone deaf? Yeah, thanks for your kind concern. Thankfully, that's never been a problem for me. Well, now I'm curious about Cal and Grimm. Which one of you has the better musical track record? I'm clearly the better musician between us. I went to theater school, bestie. I am not gonna take that lying down. Oh, someone's confident. I heard about Azul and Jade's musical background this morning, so, Leona, would you care to share a popular song from your hometown for reference's sake? A Sunset Savannah song. I'm sure those are quite different from the Coral Sea songs. I'm curious to hear it myself. Yeah, I guess they could just use an existing song instead of, like, composing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Kingdom Hearts. Let's see, something famous, huh? I don't know if today, I think today the expo is open, but I don't know if I don't think there's any panels today. right now? I don't know, though. Oh god. I have a big pile of coconuts, diddly-dee. Wow, what in the world? What a goofy song! Am I right or what, guys? See them piled under the palm trees. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. What is happening? Some are big, some are small, some of them are medium-sized. That doesn't sound like a proper song lyric. What do you mean? Oh, what now? Leona, Azul, and Jade are all singing together? What is happening? What is going on? I'm so confused. Some of them are yeah, that does not sound... Some of them are medium-sized. That does not sound like we can do scansion for that. Is this a famous song or something? I think Zazu sings parts of this, but not the rest of it. I've never heard it before. Ain't that a relief? I was worried I was just the odd one out. That's a children's song from the Coral Sea. I haven't sung that since preschool. Ah, it brings back memories. How is it a song from the Coral Sea? That's not in The Little Mermaid. Do they sing it in the Sunset Savannah as well? Yeah, I picked it up when I was a kid. Ruggy told me he knows it too, so that alone means it's gotta be pretty famous. Here I thought Sunset Savannah's culture was wildly different from the Coral Sea's. How curious we'd share the same song. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a very subtle thing of like The Lion King and The Little Mermaid both being part of Disney's Renaissance era and therefore both having musical theater inspiration, if that makes sense. Part of the Savannah is coastal. It makes sense if that song came from that area. I see. Isn't it fascinating how much history a single song can contain? Ooh, that's a pretty fun song. I like it. That's not a Halloween song. To make this a Halloween to remember. Okay, I'd like you all to play a song with the same tune as the one you just heard. How about it? Think you can manage? 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, this does not sound like the coconut song. Fantastic! Now why don't you all practice on that and we'll be in great shape. That isn't remotely similar. Just listening to that is depressing. Skellington, you gotta lighten it up. Is it that bad? It seemed pretty similar to the song Seaback taught me this morning. Are you sure? What did Seaback teach you? No matter how many times they sang it, it always ended up turning into something sinister. Seaback threw a fit about it. Not hard to imagine. Does that mean that even that stubborn stick in the mud couldn't set these people straight? So basically, there's no point in even trying to sing example songs for these people. Great, way to waste my time. These instruments are bad fits too. An accordion, a sax, and what even is that thing? That should be obvious enough. It's a bit... No. Wait, yeah, sorry. I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's a bass. It's like a cello. There's someone inside. What a novel type of bass. I can't fathom why you play everything in minor keys and your chords are so discordant they're unbearable to listen to. I'm not a huge fan of upbeat songs, but come on, haven't you guys ever heard of mass appeal? Sure we have. This is what appeals to the masses in Halloween Town. Well, you should have at least have the sax switch up its scale. The way you're playing it now makes everything sound like a funeral dirge. So, Leona knows his music! It seems Leona's lost patience and started coaching them. Perhaps he's actually quite particular when it comes to music. He's a good singer, and he doesn't seem to hate it. This was a surprising side of him to see. Well, you know, just like in Barbie Princess and the Pauper, they said a princess always needs to harmonize in thirds and a bunch of other stuff, so music education's very important. Leona, what would you say to putting your talents on display in the Monstro Lounge? You'd be compensated, of course. That's a wonderful idea. I imagine we would get a flood of customers if we had Leona singing. Yeah, sure. Here's my compensation package. You guys can go up against Savannah Claw team. Against a Savannah Claw team in Spell Dive? That's hilarious. That could hardly be considered proper compensation. After all, we would be a poor match for Savannah Claw. Oh, I beg to differ. It's perfectly fair trade. If I get publicly humiliated, so do you. That's funny. Well, sounds like the music making is coming along nicely. That's good news. That's not at all what's happening, but okay. I can't wait to hear what masterpiece the combined genius of Halloween Town and Twisted Wonderland creates. Sure, Jack. Okay. Sure. Alright, guys, we are about halfway through now, I think. I think this one's only 20 chapters, yes. And we are at about 2 hours, and I really gotta use the bathroom. So I will be right back. I think this time we will do my lessons. Yeah, we're pretty much... Whoa. Let's do ortho. All right, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna run an ad. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we will finish this up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my throat, like, I've been trying to rest and stuff. I don't know, man, I'm still fatigued. I'm still tired. I don't know what to do. Like, I took a break yesterday, and I can't really afford to take that many more breaks, so I might need to try something else.
たくさん人がいる。
I'll be back.
しつけの時間。
成功。人に作れないものはない。集中したいんですけど。何？まずかな。
グッボーイ。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
子犬ども。
検証が大事。論理的に考えない。泥を金に変える。腕が疲れた。検証が大事。
次はお行儀から教えてやる。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
子犬ども。
興味もある。一人で十分。興味もある。一人で十分。
抜き打ちです。
手汗かいてきた。
グッボーイ。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
しつけの時間だ。
抜き打ちです。
心を無にして僕を見ないでくれ。うわ、レアキャラ。心を無にして。
ではご
ボーナスタイム。
ステイ。今日は
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
しつけの時間。
目にしみる命のありかは。あざーすあざーす。ねるねる。
グッボーイ。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
子犬ども。
ブクブク言ってる。ブクブク言ってる。ブクブク言ってる。まずかな。何？
グッボーイ。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
子犬ども。
人に作れないものはない。まずかな。ボーナスタイム。できましたけど。集中したいんですけど。
ステイ。今日は
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
頭に叩きこ。
色が変わってく。腕が疲れた。一人で十分。一人で十分。腕が疲れた。
次はお行儀から教えてやる。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
頭に叩きこ。
ピンポン。検証が大事。泥を金に変える。
Alright, guys,
泥
we'll
を金に変え
take a
る。
minute, wait for them to finish their lesson. They're almost done
Stay.
anyway.
今日は
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
That way I get an extra minute of resting my voice.
子犬ども。
目にしみる。あざーす。ボーナスタイム。 あざーす。
お邪魔しますよ。
帰りたい。
グッボーイ。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
Alright, just give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Also, hi, Twisted by Shoujo. How's it going? All right, 1 more hour. We can do it. Hopefully, I'll get a good sleep tonight, guys. I don't know. I'm not feeling super optimistic. Actually, hold on. I want to check. So, you guys were saying something about, oh, you can buy the stories or something? Like, how does that work? Like, Culinary Crucible, I don't even see the option. You know? Like, is it somewhere else? Not in the archive? Shop? Oh, okay. I'm just curious. It's in the shop? Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Culinary Crucible because it's like, it's not that serious, but... So where is it? Memory tokens? Okay, those are the lesson skips.
Hey, Koni-chan! 欲しいものが見当たらない。このサムニを秘密の仲間が俺に教えてくれる。
Memory shops.
コニちゃんが何を求めてここに来た。
Oh wait, so is it only for these ones that are like it's only these ones that are listed?
Hey, Koni-chan! 欲しいものが見当たらない。
Like, Culinary Crucible's not in here. Yeah, because we were looking at these yesterday. When we were trying to figure out what happened to my Radiant Tangled, like, background and why we couldn't find it. But I guess it's only the ones that are in here. Because, like, I don't see a memory shop for that stuff. But I don't see a memory shop for, I don't see a memory shop for Nightmare Before Christmas either. So, earlier you guys were saying, someone was saying that they can't continue it. Is it only because, like, are these the shops that I never cleared? Is that why it's showing me these, but I cleared the other ones? But obviously I didn't oh my god, I didn't clear the tangled one. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I've done most of the events, so I don't know. Because someone earlier was saying, I think it was Cloud was saying that they never got, like, they have to pay more to, like, to buy the event, if that makes sense. But I don't see any of that. But maybe it's only specific ones? Like, maybe you could buy Fairy Gala? I don't know if these are different depending on what you've done, I guess. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, my lineup is fucking weird. It's a little weird to me anyway. Anyway. I should pull all of my boxes while we're here. Oh my god, look at this! Whee! Guys, I had so many. This is kind of nuts. No keys, though. You can sometimes get keys from these, I think. Yeah, I'm glad they'll just do rows and rows and rows. Damn, that money one. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's get back to the actual event now. I'm like, 1 more hour. We can do it. But yeah, guys, I was supposed to stream tomorrow because I was saying, like, sort of 2 days streaming Twisted Wonderland and then 1 day doing something else. But I don't know, man. If I feel as vocally tired, I may need to, like, kind of switch around the schedule. Which is a shame because I want to get Twisted, I don't want to say over with because that makes it sound like I'm not enjoying myself, but I did want to get it done because then that way when Hunter comes back, we can finish Genshin Guessing and then I can start streaming Genshin again and whatever. Like, it'll just be off my plate, I guess I could say. Like, it would be nice to get it off my plate this weekend because that basically means I have 30 days just to stream Genshin, kinda. And other stuff, obviously. But I guess, like, 1 or 2 extra days won't kill anybody. It's just cause, like, I don't know what it is. I just feel tired. Like, my throat just feels tired. Even though I'm drinking lots of water. And then yesterday I didn't even stream. So, I don't know. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, I could wake up tomorrow and feel great, right? So we just don't know. Yeah, even swallowing just now, I feel like I swallowed something wrong. Maybe I should take a cough drop. That is not a cough drop. Okay. Yeah, if we finish book 3 today, I'll be happy. But, you know, I don't want to hurt myself because that just means that I won't be able to, like, that I'll have to take a longer break, so. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Did the previous members finish gathering ingredients in the morning? Yeah, they did. I heard it went pretty smoothly with Epple and Riddle's botanical knowledge. I mean, it seemed like Epple didn't know that much at first, but okay. It helped that many of the plants in this area were similar to the medicinal herbs. Yeah, medicinal herbs I'd seen in encyclopedias before, and Epple was able to fill in any gaps in my familiarity with his wide breadth of knowledge about edible plants. Like, that makes sense for Epple, but, like, the whole point of that chapter was that Jade was like, you know, oh yeah, you don't know what nightshade is, you idiot? Like, Leona supplied everything else. Everything else? What kind of non-plant foods are we talking? Because I feel like the stuff you can hunt around here is all... Oh, it's all sorts. He gathered everything pretty quick, actually. He also did a great job of listening to Sally and engaging her in conversation. I was surprised to see it. Oh yes, that Leona is such a well-mannered young gentleman. Something that no one has ever said about Leona, ever. Are we talking about the same person? That's an acerbic remark, though I can sympathize with the sentiment. Shall we get started? All the cookware's over here. You're welcome to use whatever you like. All the equipment made me think this place was a lab at first, but it really is just kitchenware. For sure, there's a healthy selection of spices, too. Sorry, Jamil, you don't need any explanation there, do you? Huh? Oh, I don't mind at all. I certainly wasn't expecting to spend Halloween cooking together with you, Trey. Aw, look at that, they're so cute! The 2 enablers, Jamil and Trey. I think I could learn a lot from you. I'm glad we ended up grouped up together. I could say the same. I hear the Scarabia students talk all the time about how good of a chef you are and how vast your repertoire is. I'm mainly a confectioner, so I can't exactly claim all across the board mastery of cooking. Don't expect too much out of me beyond sweets. I hope you'll share plenty of pointers with me today. You give me too much credit. To be honest, fancy party food is not my specialty. How is it not? Doesn't Kaleem have parties all the time? But I guess he's just cooking for Kaleem most of the time. I'm especially bad at plating things. I do fine with home cooking, but still, I find it impressive the way you whip up enough food to serve a crowd at a big tea party. Really? I guess we both got gaps in our skill set then, huh? Maybe so. As they say, the grass is always greener on the other side. Idiot's like, I eat craft dinner. Whoa, who are these mature dudes? Oh, never mind, my bad. They were talking like such typical guys with careers and stuff. I mistook them for actual adults for a second. Trey and Jamil are basically the archetypes of functioning members of society at our school. That's so funny. And yet they still have that secret ulterior motive vibe that has Vice House Warden written all over it. Meanwhile, there's this guy. A spritz of frog's breath. How much is a spritz exactly? Depends on the frog's mood. Miss Sally, the point of a recipe is to be reliably reproducible. How would one even measure the volume of a gaseous substance? Oh, you do that by the length of their breath. Wouldn't that mean the results differ by each individual frog? Well, I suppose so. I mean, isn't that the same for anything, though? Like, you guys know that meme of, like, you know, oh, why do kids with Afrit only like processed food? And then it's a picture of how, like, every blueberry is different. Like, you know, most foods in real life don't come out all the same either. Like, I mean real life as in not in Halloween Town. Like, even in Twisted Wonderland, wouldn't they have problems replicating things exactly? Things being perfectly consistent? Well, I suppose so. It's like how water always tastes different. Exactly. See, you guys get me. Guys, I'm so bad with that sort of stuff. Like, I will notice, like, I'm like, Mom, like, have you changed the milk? Is it a different brand of milk? What's the percent of the milk? Is the percent different? Like, I can tell right away if something's changed. Yep, totally useless. Bullheaded beyond belief. I wasn't expecting the Taskmaster to be so singularly bad in the kitchen. I'm hearing an awful lot of colorful commentary coming our way. Me too? Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. You must have quite a bit of free time on your hands, Edia. Let's see how good you are in the kitchen then. All of you guys have been doing Culinary Crucible. Not that I've played any lately, because I kind of low-key gave up, don't tell anyone. But like, you know, shouldn't you guys be better now that you've gone through a couple Culinary Crucibles? Like, how non-canon are they? No thanks, I'm way more at home in the peanut gallery. I can tell which store my mom bought the pickles from by taste. Oh, you're saying you can tell what store? Oh, fuck. You can tell which store. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's me. That's actually me. You know, come to think of it, I don't recall ever seeing you in the cafeteria, Edia. Yeah, he's just having, like, instant ramen every day. Ever? Don't tell me you haven't ever been once since you enrolled. I mean, I've definitely been, when I absolutely have no other choice. The way you're talking makes me think that's a pretty rare occurrence. I don't see you at the mystery shop or the school vendor either. What do you normally eat? Oh, what do you guys care? Leave me alone. I care. I'm curious to learn what people in Twisted Wonderland eat other than cow's milk. Okay, I'll talk now. Please stop crowding my personal space and staring. Okay, so I mainly have, jelly drinks, protein powders you mix into water. I also eat, packaged snacks and cup noodles, that sort of thing. That's not food! Oh my god, guys, when Edia does that little I want Soliana to do that for the VTuber model. I have that as one of the expression references. And this goes back to me wishing that I had the foresight to give Soliana arms. Like, more arms, but anyway. Maybe one day I'll be able to pay for more arms. Calxiyn arms update, Soliana arms update. She just gets a bunch of arms, $1,000 spent on arms that go like this, just like one of those ones where they do the hand on the hip and then the other one. Anyway. Food in Twisted Wonderland really is unusual. Don't let him mislead you, Sally. Edia, I'm not sure any of that counts as food. Whoa, Trey, I think this is the most intense expression of disapproval I've ever seen on your face. Why? Why wouldn't I disapprove? Jelly drinks, powder mixed into water, packaged snacks and instant noodles? Come on! With foods like those, you'll never build your jaw muscles. That's not the point. It isn't, but strong jaws contribute to dental health. Chewing is an important thing to do for your teeth. Oh, guys, I have such bad jaw tension. I have to wear my mouth guard every night now. Why is my dental health any of your concern in the first place? Alright, I think we can put Trey's personal interests aside. The real issue at hand is that none of those foods provide your body with any useful nutrients, not nourishment. When I was small, I figured that the ketchup inside the bottle is not from the brand on it. It was on a festival. The ketchup inside the bottle is not from the brand on it. Oh, I see. You're saying somebody put different ketchup in the same bottle. Oh no, I don't like ketchup at all. Damn. The human body requires specific nutrients, which you should consume in carefully measured quantities to avoid excess or deficiencies. That's just extreme in a different way. It's not enough to just fill your stomach or to simply get the right nutrients. The most important thing is flavor. Enjoying delicious food is what cuisine is all about. Honestly, Jamel, I get you, I feel you. At the same time, if I could just like take a pill and just have it all covered, I would do it. Cause like, I don't know, it stresses me out, man. I'm like, am I having enough protein? You know, is this why I'm tired all the time? Do I need an iron supplement? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I completely agree, Jamil. After all, you can't get anyone to eat food if it isn't appetizing. Exactly, which is why you should ignore people complaining about food looking too boring. I'm getting dogpiled over here. Okay, what do you all highbrow connoisseurs normally eat? I order the oh god. That was almost rook for a second. I order the cafeteria's blue plate specials. They have professionally crafted nutritional balance, which fits my criteria. On days where we have tea parties, I calculate the day's worth of nutritional requirements and tailor some buffet offerings to fulfill them. Plates. Oh my god. Blue plate specials and buffets. That all sounds so fancy. Is there anything else you found especially good lately? I recall I had a particularly delicious meat pie. Ooh, a meat pie. Oh, little shepherd's pie. Ooh, maybe I should ask my mom if we can have those tonight. Little pie, little meat pie with little vegetables. You're from the Queendom of Roses, right? I thought that region was famous for its pies. Surely you've had your fill of good pies in your life. If that one stuck out to you, it must have been very high quality. The pies they serve in the cafeteria are surprisingly good, even for us hailing from the Queendom. One of the chefs told me once they learned how to make them from the best. Oh, I hardly ever see you eating pies in the cafeteria. I thought you didn't like them. It's not like that at all. I just sample a lot of the sweets made with pie dough, so I tend not to order it in the cafeteria. Pies, interesting. Where do you typically eat, Tracy? I feel like pies is a good way to go here because that way they can hide all of the kind of, you know, unforgiving, Halloween Town ingredients of like the frogs and like the weird meat and all that stuff. I think pies, a Halloween pie shaped like a pumpkin, that'd be cute. That'd be a nice little thing. I just eat whatever sticks out to me on a given day, but oh, the cafeteria Salisbury steak. Damn, they have fucking steak in the Twisted Wonderland cafeteria. This is so sad. I can't believe this. I didn't have any of that when I went to school. 2 doctors for parents, he's filthy rich. Yeah, that might be true. You guys might be right. Yes, I like it as well. It's hard to get, though. When you come in too late, it tends to be sold out already. Yeah, no kidding. It's one of the hottest selling dishes out there. Well, yeah, I bet all of the beastmen, like, you know, it's steak. Juicy ground beef. Like, Leona said he only eats meat, which I'm sure is an exaggeration, but juicy ground beef with rich, thick sauce, and it's about as big as your head. Oh, I'm getting indigestion just listening to you describe it. Does Edia not like meat? Or like heavy meat? I kind of relate. I do like my steak. I used to be such a big steak fan as a kid, but now, I don't know. I have a lot of tummy problems, guys. Everything hurts my tummy. So I like, you know, some like pulled pork is a bit better for me compared to steak. Like it's a little bit lighter, you know? The voice you give Jamil fits him so well. Thank you. It's my low calm voice. It's not that hard on the stomach, actually. You should try it sometime, Edia. It's so good it leaves you wanting more. I could eat that every day. Every day? Oh god. Please! Girls, stop fighting about this is the cafeteria food! Oh god. Trey, surely you haven't broken rule number 186. Never eat a hamburger on a Tuesday. But a hamburger's not a Salisbury steak. It was just a figure of speech, and aren't you being a little liberal with what constitutes a hamburger? Like, doesn't a hamburger need to have a bun? So Trey's a big fan of Salisbury steak. What kind of menu offerings do you enjoy, Jamil? Oh, I don't really eat much in the cafeteria. Oh my god. Oh, I don't really eat in the cafeteria much. I prep a box lunch for someone every morning, so I make myself one on the side. Oh, a box lunch. That sounds delightful. I make those on occasion myself. I love to learn more about you oh my god, can I not read, guys? I'd love to learn more from you about it. I'm not sure I could teach you anything. I don't make anything all that fancy. I just throw something together using whatever ingredients happen to be on hand at the time. You're talking like that's simple, but that sounds a lot harder than pre-planned cooking. Yeah, I know, like, Jamil needs a HelloFresh box or something. Not all beef is a burger? That's what I'm saying, exactly. I suppose it does require improvisational skills not everyone has. I used to take requests, but that came with its own set of problems. I'd ask Calxiyn what he wanted to eat the next day, and he said, ooh, just make me something simple like croquettes, as if it's that easy. He has no idea how much work goes into making anything deep-fried. God, Jamil needs an air fryer. I'm gonna start making them a list of kitchen appliances. No kidding. Making deep-fried food first thing in the morning sounds rough. Is there a reason you can't simply prepare it the night before? Yes, fried food loses its crispiness the longer it sits out. But when I heat up fried stuff in the little oven instead of the microwave, it's a lot better. Pro tip. And there's already a delay between when you make a box lunch and when it gets eaten. You should at least fry it the day it's being served. Oh god, sorry, that's Sally. It's definitely best when it's fresh. I prefer to serve food as soon as it's done, then hear what people think of it, but things just don't work out that way. Exactly, I've been curious why you were asking us about the meals we enjoy. Archie, don't be so sad. Oh, he sounds so sad. Archie, come here. There's a certain someone you want to cook for, isn't there? What? No, who said anything about Jack? Nobody until you just did. Ah, so it's him. Dude, even a literal skeleton's got more game than us. Idiot, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, what game? Like, why are you concerned about that? Like, what do you mean got more game? That implies you had any game to begin with. Were you trying to flirt with Sally and we didn't notice? I don't understand. Archie! Archie, come here! Archie! Archie! What bearing do games have on this discussion? Well, there are dishes best served fresh, and dishes that are better if you let them sit. For soups, I do make those the day before. They're better when you stew them until the ingredients start coming apart. Idia, you got kidnapped by a ghost because she thought you were hot? What do you mean? That's a great point. I guess that hasn't happened yet, but that's really funny. Like, you could take that as, like, evil foreshadowing. Sorry guys, my cough drop got stuck in my mouth, in the side of my mouth. Soups are healthy and rich in nutrients. I put them in... Oh, Archie, come here! There's a tropical storm going on and I don't have an umbrella? Uh-oh, you gotta share one, like in an anime. I hope you're okay though, Cat. Get home safe, okay? Soups are healthy and rich in nutrients. I put them in insulated containers for Calxiyn. I should think about making soup. I should think about soup. I mean, I'm gonna be working in Florida, though. I don't know if I want soup when it's hot, but... This is the first time that Twisted Wonderland's food talk is actually helping me out. Archie, come here! Come here! Actually, I made some soup for lunch today. Would you be willing to try some? You mean like a taste test? Exactly, I'd really appreciate any pointers you might have. Oh god! Archie, come here! Damn, I heard something. I hear weird noises out there. I'm like, what is he doing? Find your anime love interest? Exactly. You want me to put a spoonful of this soup, this color, into my mouth? Oh no. Hmm? This spoon's got holes in it. The soup's draining right out. Oh, sorry, wrong spoon. Here, use one of the normal ones. Miss Sally, if you have a defective spoon, wouldn't it make sense to just throw it away? Please don't, I do need it at times. Isn't that how she poisons the doctor? When would you ever need a holy spoon? Anyway, let me know what you think, Jamil. All right, I'll try it. Don't, Jamil. Have you forgotten what happened to us last night? Sally's gone out of her way to help us. It wouldn't be fair to let her do so much and offer nothing in return. That's very considerate of you, but you shouldn't risk yourself. You should put your own health first. It's fine, thank you, but please don't try to stop me. Here goes nothing. Well, Rip Jamil. It's good. Huh? Is it really, or is he lying? Really? Oh, I'm so delighted. Yes, ma'am, it's a delicious flavor with plenty of depth. So this is how soups are seasoned in Halloween Town. It's both distinctive and stimulating. I'm actually feeling inspired by this. May I take charge of cooking the other dishes based on this flavor? Certainly, by all means. Jamil, are you really all right? Are you feeling strange at all? Nausea, palpitations, dizziness, chills, or any other unusual symptoms? I'm fine. Seriously, there's no way you're fine after taking a sip of the soup with such a bizarre odor. I didn't. Huh? The spoon with the holes was still sitting out, so I just used that to pretend to take a sip. A pretend sip? So all that stuff about it being delicious and having a deep flavor was a lot. Guys, this game's so funny. Oh my god. Didn't you just say it wouldn't be fair to offer nothing in return for all she's done for us? Look, what do you want? Between that color and that smell, there's no way I was actually going to eat it. He did offer something in return. Praise. Just, you know, not real praise. But now we have full kitchen authority. Let's use it to make dishes we can actually stomach. I take back what I said about flavor being the most important part of cuisine. Appearance, smell, and taste are all vitally important elements when cooking. Oh my god, guys. This event is really funny. Again, I don't know if it's funnier than Phantom Bride. It probably is, like, in terms of jokes per chapter. But, like, it's definitely up there, you know what I mean? What manner of activities did you engage in this morning, my liege? I would love to hear tales of your exploits. We settled upon the idea of using plants to dye Finkelstein's drab fabric to make banners. I still don't appreciate you calling it drab. There's more chapters for more jokes, exactly. So I don't know if, like, if we did them, like, if we did a weighted, but like ratio, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they would. Which one would come out funnier in the end, but this event is getting very high up. Like, it is, like, going through the ranks for sure. Plant-based dyes, huh? I've worked with those before with my grandmother. Do we have all the components and tools we need? We gathered a selection of plants and chemicals useful for dyeing this morning, but we don't have all the tools yet. Tools for dyeing, that would be a pot, tongs, gloves. Wow, Seebeck, you really knew that off the top of your head. Have you done this before? Not personally, but I've seen Lilia and Silver dye curtains together. Some sauce got splattered on the curtains and stained them 3 different colors. No amount of washing could remove the blemishes, so they decided to re-dye the curtains. Oh yes, I vaguely recall this tale. I said I'd give them new curtains, but Lilia seemed quite enthralled at the idea of putting a new, unique spin on things. Yes, sir, I remember that well. How did the sauce even get on the curtains? And I want to know how it stained them 3 different colors. I do have a pot at home, but I imagine it's being used for cooking at this moment. The witches have a bigger one, though. You could use that. Witches, you say? So Halloween Town has its own magic practitioners? You're in for a treat. They look just like you boys. Do they really? That's funny. I suppose that means they're exceptional and incredibly beautiful. What kind of magic do they use? I can't wait to meet them. Wait, I feel as though I've been through this conversation before. Well, what are we standing around for? Let's go pay the witches a visit. They're typically somewhere around here. Oh my god, are these gonna be the witches from the movie? I do not remember them at all. Whoa! That gust just now, it almost knocked off my hat. That wasn't a random breeze, that was the witches on their brooms. Hello up there, have you got a second? They're flying down out of the sky, so these are the witches. What brings you here, Doctor, and with children in tow? Is there something you need? In what way do they look like us? Their faces are scary. I knew it. It's what's called a build-up to a comedic letdown, right? I just learned that phrase recently. Did he just repeat what Edie said? I have a favor to ask. Here's the deal. These are witches. Do you think they use the same brand of magic we do? It's hard to say. Oh, that's Malleus. It's hard to say. I barely sensed any magic from them at all. The denizens of Halloween Town were shocked at Graves' display of magic. It would seem that the magic employed in this world differs somewhat from our own. I suppose the town itself is such a strange place, there's no sense of expecting anything here to have rhyme or reason. I'm glad they're talking about this, though. That is sort of interesting. Oh, that was the end of the chapter. Now I see you want to borrow our cauldron. I don't see why not. We're happy to lend it to you for the sake of Halloween Town. Ah, excellent. That would be a great help. We can do the actual dyeing in the plaza, so we'll need to carry the cauldron there. That sounds like quite a chore. It's far too heavy for us to lift. We'll carry it then. We wouldn't want to waste too much time on this. My liege, you rest here. I wouldn't dare ask you to engage in manual labor beneath your station. Come along now, Vil, Apple. Now see here. Thanks, boys. Our home's a bit of a way from here, though. But you can use magic, right? Let's fly there. You can borrow our brooms. What, you expect us to fly on these? Why? They're just like your brooms at school. Apple, does this seem feasible to you? I'm better at flight than any other subject, but it's gonna be a challenge. What about you, Seebeck? I can try if I absolutely must, but... Why are you frowning? Is there a problem? Brooms are meant to assist with flying. They're essentially a conduit for one's magical energy. Magical energy flows differently through different forms and materials. We can't use just any random brooms. Hence why the brooms at our school are all standardized in the interest of a level playing field, like our magic pens. The school brooms we use are specially designed to be easy to fly on and accommodate all students' needs. These brooms, however, they're definitely gonna be hard to handle. Agreed. They're brittle and gnarled. They look less like brooms and more like tree branches. So much for the convenience of magic. Don't misunderstand, Doctor. That's a common amateur excuse from freshmen who rely too much on their brooms. It's true that magic implements such as brooms and carpets can either facilitate flight or make it more difficult, but such obstacles can be overcome with enough training. All this balking is embarrassing. Indeed, with sufficient magical reserves, it's possible to fly without the use of any implements at all. That's just you being absurdly powerful. Regardless, this is a good opportunity for you, Apple. Fly on that broom. You can treat it as a special flight training class. Really? But this is all so sudden. What's the matter? Are you scared of a little failure? What? I'm not scared. If that's how it's gonna be, I can't back down. Let's do this, Seebeck. It doesn't take much to get under your skin, does it? But if you're willing to do it, I can hardly let myself be outdone. Well, behold as I fully apply myself to the task. Whee! I'm floating, but whoa, I'm wobbling too much. I'm gonna fall. Oops. Well, so much for that. I can't control it at all. This is worse when I first learned to fly on a broomstick. This broom's just too quirky. What an utter embarrassment. Or at least, that's what I'd say if not for Seebeck's failure to even get into the air. Are you even looking? Observe. Huh? Oh. Huh? Observe what? The tips of my toes! The tips of your toe? Oh god, Arista. What in tarnation? The tips of your toes? Oh, you're just barely floating off the ground. You're right, your little toe is ever so slightly hovering. Looks like you can take a nice slow flight. Well done, Seebeck. You're praising him for that? Are you this lenient with all of the students in your dorm? It hasn't been long since Seebeck first manifested his magic. He's essentially an infant, yet look at him now. The same person who cried tears of frustration at his inability to use magic is flying on a difficult-to-use broom. That kind of growth is quite impressive. It's truly a moving sight. My liege! That was a long time ago! That was meant to be a compliment. Do you find it disagreeable? No, sir, I'll remember your generous words with all gratitude. Ah, Snaznaya's peak. Oh, hi, everybody. You guys are done already? What, Arnold, you're not streaming for 600 billion hours? You're calling it quits early? What kind of Genshin YouTuber are you? Hi, chat. Hi, we're playing Twisted Wonderland. I'm Calxiyn. I'm Arnold's girlfriend, by the way, in case he didn't tell you that. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you, Amolia, J-Dub, for the follows. But yeah, guys, I was just lamenting. I don't know if any of you would have seen my notification message, but I notified everyone, and I was like, oh, Snaznaya this, Snaznaya that. We're, you know, the king of Halloween. Thank you, Lou, for the follow as well. I've been up since 3 a.m. and I streamed for almost 7 hours. Listen, I didn't know about all that. Okay, I didn't know all that. But yeah, we are playing Twisted Wonderland. This is a Halloween Town event, so yeah, if you guys like Kingdom Hearts, you know, feel free to enjoy. Or just the movie in general. But they are trying to put on they're bringing the Twisted Wonderland version of Halloween to Halloween Town, and, you know, bickering and hilarity is, of course, ensuing. But yeah, so did you finish the Archon quest? Also, how many Archon quests are out right now? Like, how was it? I thought about pulling for Odette today, but I think I'm actually gonna do it when I, like, go live for D23. Absolutely not. Oh, you absolutely didn't finish it? This is day 1? Well, I don't know. I'm like, how long are these Archon quests now? I barely finished Act 1? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I'm gonna go live for D23, at least just for the Kingdom Hearts stuff, yeah. But yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts, so I'm very excited. Arnold barely reached 20%? Wait, then how? Arnold says I barely finished Act 1. That would mean you finished it, but just barely. So you didn't finish it. You only did 20% of Act 1. I'm confused. Anyway, I hope you had a good stream, Arnold. I hope it was fun. I hope you guys had fun. And now you're stuck with me. Until I stream Genshin again, after Genshin guessing. Which will hopefully be when, when Hunter comes back from vacation, we'll finish, Genshin guessing. Yeah, I was there at the beginning of the stream, Java. I heard the explanation about Anthony and Arnold's, escapades, if you want to call it. Like, the map locked behind, oh my god, the map locked behind the Archon quest. See, well, here's the thing. Now that you guys have done it, do you think that I can just rotate between doing Snaznaya and Nodcry? Like, how much of the past Nodcry stuff do they expect you to know? Like, do you guys think it's passable? Do you guys think it's possible for me to just, what do you call it? Like, they let you skip or whatever, don't they? Like, do you guys think it's possible for me to just, like, go to Snaznaya? Do not do that. Oh, man. But how am I gonna build Odette? She's gonna be so weak. Damn it, I said this last time and everybody protested, and I was like, well, maybe their tune will change after the Archon quest comes out and we'll see how much context is necessary or not. Damn. We had that talk already. Yeah, Yona, but that was before the Archon quest was out, right? So now that Arnold's done some of it, I wanted, you know, now it's an informed no. Before it was a theoretical no. At least now it's informed. Archon quest is like 10 hours? Oh no. Yikes. Damn, I guess Odette will just be there to be pretty. It was always an informed no. I mean, you guys didn't know, though. You guys didn't know if they would bring up stuff from Nodcry. You couldn't know for a fact. Like, at the beginning of Fontaine, it's not like they really talk about Inazuma or anything. Like, you could skip to Fontaine if you wanted to without too many consequences. The only big consequence with skipping to Fontaine, I think, is if you didn't do Leeway because you wouldn't know who Child is. Why wouldn't they? Because the other ones are kind of in a vacuum for a point, right? Eventually, I would argue in Natlin, you need to know what happened in Fontaine, but not for the first quest anyway. And eventually, I would argue for Fontaine, you need to know what happened to Leeway. But what happened in Inazuma is not relevant to what happens in Fontaine. Do you guys see what I'm saying? But I get it. It's the last region, and so they're gonna be self-referential, even though they're letting players skip there. Which is kind of crazy, you know? Anyhow, my Seebeck voice, it's in here somewhere. But still, he's that happy to see such a minuscule achievement. I clearly have much more work to do. I can't tell whether that look on Seebeck's face is him laughing or crying. He's a rude, overbearing, obnoxious little cucumber. He's a what? I don't think they've ever said that before. What are you talking about? But I respect his drive to improve, if nothing else. I know who Child is and I haven't even played Genshin. Well, Cat, that's a special circumstance. That's not usual. But yeah, thank you guys for the raid. If you want to stick around, we have 5 more chapters to go for them possibly fucking up Halloween. And then I'll be done for today as well, and I'll have to send you guys somewhere else. Alright, the pot's in place and we got everything we need. Shame we needed to end up having to haul it all the way here on foot, though. What was the point of wasting time on all that flight trading? The witches were nice enough to loan you their things. Quit grumbling. Fine, let's just get on with the dyeing. Wait, we can't simply use the pot as is. Yeah, you guys have to clean it first. What's going on in there? Well, why not? It's iron. It'll dullen the vivid hues of all those ingredients we've gathered. The pigments in the plants will blend with the iron and make all of the fabric a sooty color. Indeed, that's exactly right. Come to think of it, I don't think the pot my Mima used was iron either. Why are the rest of you standing around with your jaws agape? You may have some fancy magic tricks, but clearly you have much to learn in every other regard. Oh, jeez. From where I'm standing, even Malleus is just a baby! You can't see me saying that! Dr. Finkelstein, please! At the end of the day, what really matters is science! He dares to lecture the great Malleus? What a rude monster. To summarize, we cannot allow the plant-based dye solution to come into physical contact with the pot, yes? In which case, how do we avoid that? I would like to learn for future reference. Yeah, are they gonna put, like, another pot inside of the pot and then put the dye, like... Oh, figure something out with your magic. Weren't you just talking about science being what really matters? Like, maybe they could put, like, a lining in? I don't know. I've never dyed anything. The key is to strike a proper balance. Something about that logic doesn't quite add up, but I suppose I could form a magical film over the pot surface. Yeah! See? I take back what I said before. The doctor scared me more than the children in this movie. Man, everyone's just so creepy. I mean, he's scary because he's like low-key abusive to Sally, I'd say. You know? Alright, now to dry the dyed fabric. It would dry quickly if we hung it at the top of that tall tree, but it seems difficult to reach. For you and Epal, perhaps. We've seen your skills firsthand. Step back and let me and Malleus take care of this. I couldn't possibly ask Malleus to engage in physical labor. Come on, Epal, let's do this. What? What? How do I figure into this? Vil just insulted you. Are you going to take that? Have you no pride in your flight magic? Are you content to be dismissed as a mage who can't fly without the aid of a broom? To be branded with the stigma of failure? How can you face your fellow dorm mates who shared your flight class struggles? Or your fellow spell drive club members? Oh my god. Will you let an opportunity to vindicate yourself slip by? Now is the chance to demonstrate your prowess and prove Vil wrong! I hardly said anything harsh enough to deserve such a response. Well, when you put it that way, okay, I'll do it. That's the spirit! It's just a flight up a tree. These spudlings can be so embarrassingly hammy. I know, I'm so tired. Seebeck certainly seems to be enjoying himself quite a bit. Vil looks so fine. He really does. He does look nice. You know what I noticed, though? They barely ever change Epal's hair. I explained this the other day, but for my VTuber models, I had to gather a bunch of expressions, and I was using Twisted Wonderland portraits, and, like, Epal doesn't have, like, I think maybe one of his outfits has his hair in a ponytail, but his hair, like, never changes. They don't fix his hair at all, like, for event outfits. He's always has the same hair, and Vil kind of always has a very similar look all the time. Is that right? He seems like the same rude lout as ever to me. I hardly see Seebeck conversing with people from outside of Briar Valley. It's especially rare to see him engaging with his fellow freshmen. Do not see how excited he is when speaking with Flemme. Is he really? Well, I suppose it's good for Epal to gain a source of friendly rivalry. With that settled, let's get into it. The broom should be around here. What's this? Horse. That's used for a real spectacle, one that'll knock your socks off. Well, what is it, a straw dog? It's a horse, can't you tell? Now that you mention it, I can kind of see the horse resemblance, I think. I don't remember what they would have used this in the movie for. What? In what way is that a horse? The leg positions, the joints, the ear placement, it's all inaccurate. I know you're not in the equestrian club, but this should be patently obvious with even a cursory look, and you still don't grasp it? You know, Seaback, this has been on my mind for a while now. What is it? Do you have a question? Very well, if you entreat my wisdom, I may be willing to impart some upon you. You're kind of insufferable! Ah! Insufferable? Insufferable? I was correcting you out of the goodness of my heart! This is the thanks I get! Oh god. This is the thanks I get! Anyway. Got him! I never asked you to. Oh god. What a darnation! I never asked you to! I know what a real horse looks like, you didn't need to butt in! What? You clearly have no manners if you would return goodwill with ill. Ah, humans. Damn, well that was short-lived. I was so certain he was enjoying conversation with his fellow freshmen. Perhaps I read into it too much? Oh man. Poor Malleus and Vil. Nothing to worry about? Yeah, I don't know if I believe that, bestie. That does not sound right to me. Also, thank you for the follows, guys. Some of you are not showing up for some reason. I don't know why. Like, some of the usernames aren't showing, but I still see the number go up, so I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. The playable date is going horrible? What? Man, helping these guys out is boring. I know we should prank them, really throw them for a loop. Don't be stupid. Jack beat us black and green. Oh my god, Jack beating children? What? Then what are we gonna do? I got it. Let's tell the boss about them and... Ah, there you are. If it isn't our pal Skully, what's up? Are you here to help us? I suppose, in a manner of speaking, I'd like to help in achieving a holiday true to what Halloween is supposed to represent. Huh? And I'm here to discuss that with you lovely, wonderful children. I'd be ever so grateful if you'd be willing to hear me out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Skully, no! Yeah, so this is where Skully turns evil, I guess. Thanks to me, we finally got a catchy tune. You're in rather high spirits, Grim. Thanks to you. You didn't lift a paw to help. He danced. Zero looked like he was having a blast playing with him, too. Everything's going swimmingly on our end. What about your group, Doctor? Well, will it be ready in time for Halloween? Our preparations are flawless. You and Jack will be amazed tomorrow. You just wait. Okay, so I'm assuming, guys, here's my thought, okay? I think what's gonna happen is that Skully is gonna ruin Halloween in the same way that Jack ruins Christmas. And then everyone gets all sad and then Jack has to fix it, but then Skully's gonna do that and go through a very similar character arc. Maybe. I don't know, though. I don't know how Skully would fix everything by himself if things took this long to make in the first place, but... The food prep is also coming along nicely. Are you sure? If I know you, you're undoubtedly up to no good. You boys had best watch out. Sally is often trying to poison me. I've lost count of how many times she slipped nightshade into my food to knock me out. Does nightshade have that effect? It most certainly does. It makes me sleep so soundly hardly anything can wake me up. That's the first I've heard of that particular effect. Maybe it's unique to Halloween Town. Sally, you're not plotting anything this time, are you? Don't be silly, Doctor. You've got nothing to worry about. Jamil put in a great amount of work, actually. Why, he was working so hard I hardly had any occasion to help at all. Yes, you can rest easy. Trey and I are taking full responsibility for all the preparations. That's very, very heartening to hear. You have my gratitude. How were things on your end? The doctor said your preparations were flawless, but I prefer to see it myself for peace of mind. That said, I'd like to believe that between Vil's fashion sense and Malleus's knowledge, there's nothing too strange afoot. I would never make Malleus personally tend to such a trifling task. Everything's proceeding smoothly thanks to my efforts and will be finished in short order. Oh, really? Very nice. Hey, I'm the one who put in the work. I did enough patchwork for both me and Seaback. I contributed a ton. Excuse me, it was I who fixed up that shoddy, gaudy banner that you made. And it was me that stepped up when you got so bogged down in detail work that you weren't gonna be done in time. I worked the hardest. No, I did. Oh, God. Guys, you've both made your point. It's not a competition. Why must freshmen be so short-tempered? No kidding. It'd make my life a whole lot easier if they learned to cooperate a little more. And their attitudes, they're all walking cringe compilation generators, and yet they act like everyone else is the embarrassment. Such is life, they'll mellow with age, trust me. Oh, you're one to talk, Malleus. Am I actually hearing this from you people? Do humans just lose the ability to self-reflect at some point? It's certainly strange to see. We should be careful not to wind up that way ourselves. Damn. They cannot be saying all this exactly, Janelle, exactly. I'm like, who are you guys to talk? What are we doing? Okay, time for a quick break before we get to the finishing touches. And then tomorrow, it's finally Halloween. Let's finish strong. Yay! Let's finish today strong, too. I'm so tired. That's the spirit. Together, we're making the best Halloween even better. Oh, here's hoping that this time tomorrow we'll be back in Twisted Wonderland. What? Get out of here. What? Go on, Scram. I keep telling you to stop following me. What's this? Is Zero attached to Leona? He turned his attention to Leona while Grim was dancing earlier. It seems they formed a fast friendship after playing a merry game of chase. A fast friendship? What? Geez, you like to yap. Leave me alone. Here, go play with this. Preferably somewhere far away. Does he have treats in his pocket or something? Is that it? Why do you keep coming back? He wants you to throw the bone again. Perhaps he thinks you assented to playing with him. Oh, what a delightful sight. You know, that outfit makes Leona look a little too, I don't know, mature, suave. Honestly, it kind of weirds me out sometimes. It's like looking at a stranger. So seeing him acting like some old easily annoyed Leona is oddly reassuring in a way. I'm not certain that's a step up. That said, I suppose a bit of levity, like being hounded by a strange dog, could do him some good. True, when he was just standing around, those clothes seemed to suit him so well it was a little scary. Your words, not mine. I've brought some tea. My, what a nice aroma. What kind of tea is this? Oh no! What if Skully's gonna poison them all right now? Put them all to sleep! They just talked about the tea too. They just made sure to talk about the nightshade. I'm scared. It's made from dry thistles. We found a lot of them. Sally and I picked them together. Whoa, what in the world? There's some white haze around my head. Oh, is that you, Zero? What if Zero's trying to warn them about the tea? What is it? Why are you circling around me? Maybe he's drawn to the smell of delicious food. Be nice to him, Jamil. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to— Whoa, hey, stop that! No licking my face. Come now, the little doggie's taking a shine to you. Don't be mean, be a pal. Oh dear, Zero. I'm afraid Leona's all lonely now that he can't play with you. Hey, quit egging him on. Okay, these chapters are getting, like, really weirdly short all of a sudden. Alright, guys, 3 more to go. We can do it. We can do it. The more I watch Zero, the more he reminds me of a real dog. Yeah, it reminds me of when I was a little kid. I used to really want a puppy. My parents said we couldn't keep a dog in a place that serves food, so I let go of the idea, but they're just so cute. I mean, it doesn't need to be in the restaurant. Like, your dog lives in your house. I mean, but the restaurant might be their house. Maybe it's like a miraculous ladybug situation? I don't know. I never knew dogs could be so charming. I would enjoy sharing your company as well. I wonder if Riel is gonna have like a Max. I wonder if like the Royal Sword Academy dorm will even have an Eric in the first place. They get— Oh, kitties! Who's sad? Come here. Pumpkin? Archie? No, No, you guys are doing it all wrong. You can't just reach out with an open hand like that. You'll scare the little doggo. The doggo, oh gosh. Pumpkin? Archie, come here. It's okay. I heard someone just be really sad. Edia's right. Small creatures can be skittish and frightened easily by contact of that sort. Trey, Jade, you must be courteous in your approach, like you're dealing with a hedgehog. Yup, start off by offering a closed hand for him to sniff and inspect. Once he's done inspecting you and relaxes his guard, you can pet away. That's an order of operations here. I like how much Edia likes dogs and cats, though. That is really cute. You seemed well versed in this. Have you had a pet dog before? No, but I'm fully trained after watching hundreds of videos of people playing with dogs. Here, I'll show you how it's done. He bolted. Yep, saw that coming. Really now, can't we have a moment's peace to enjoy our tea? This is an embarrassing display from the entire group. Huh? Actually, the entire group isn't present. Is Skully not back yet? He said he was gonna help the kiddo trio. I saw them borrowing pillows and blankets from the witches. They're going to be a while. They've got a lot of stuff to get from all over town. Oh, that reminds me, I've got guest bedding at my house. I just need to go get it for you. In fact, let me take care of that right now. Would you mind managing what's left here? Of course, Jack. Don't worry about a thing. Wonderful! We're so close to Halloween. Keep up the good work, everyone. Huh? There's something sitting on the chair. Is this? Oh, a basket? Oh, from Sally? It looks delicious. I happily accept. Did you see what was in that basket Skellington was carrying? A boxed meal. Sally made it for him. I think he liked it, Sally. Isn't that nice? I love how, like, this is the first time we're really dealing with romance in Twisted Wonderland. I know the next event is Trials of Romance, like row your boat, because it's like a Little Mermaid event, I think. But, like, this is the first time we see characters having, like, explicit feelings for each other. Food? Where's my share? That was just for Jack. Is it just me, or do you detect a hint of... Is it just me, or do you detect a hint of bittersweetness in the air? I certainly do. I'd love to make a deal, to assist Sally in achieving her... Wow, of course, Azul! That was a nice little Mermaid reference, that's cute. Seriously, guys, don't do anything tacky. The air's bittersweet? Is the air edible? Give me some of that. Ha, not even you can eat that, Grim. Yeah, you still got a lot of learning left to do, Furball. Huh? What are you guys smirking? What? Hello? What are you guys smirking for? It's getting on my nerves. Guys, why are they playing the sad music? Are they saying it's bittersweet because they're leaving soon? I don't understand. Spare blankets, pillows, let's see. Maybe I should bring Zero's dog bed too. Oh my god, I love how they have Jack have eyebrows even though he has no eyes nor brows. Like, it's just his skull making the eyebrow shape. I just noticed that. I'm just kidding. I would never loan out your bed like that. Wait, I missed it. Who were they talking about? They were talking about Jack and Sally, but I don't understand what they said was bittersweet. Like, I don't understand what they meant by, like, oh, I sent something bittersweet in the air. Like, isn't it just sweet? Like, I don't understand why it would be bittersweet. You know what I mean? Like, what's bittersweet about it? I thought Sally got what she wanted. Or is it that Jack doesn't know that it's romantic? Maybe that's what it is? Let's rejoin the others or something. Yeah, I know, Zero. This will be a Halloween like nothing we've ever seen before. Tomorrow's gonna be a fantastic day. That was the doorbell. I wonder who it is. Come in. Oh my god, what if they kidnapped Jack Skellington, bro? Pardon the intrusion, Mr. Skellington. Ah, Skully, make yourself at home. Is it just you? I don't see the prankster trio with you. What's the matter? You don't look too happy. Is something troubling you? Yes, actually. I'd like to reaffirm something with you. Might I ask you a few questions? Sure, go ahead. I'm an open book. Mr. Skellington, you said you wanted to make this year's Halloween a lively one, yes? Yep, that's the plan for tomorrow. And you said doing nothing but following traditions was boring. I sure did. And that Halloween was not a holiday to be spent in solitude. Absolutely. And Mr. Skellington, do you truly believe the other version of Halloween is better? Do you believe that a rakshas Halloween with crowds of people is the best kind, rather than the solemn noble Halloweens you've conducted, the ones that were so revered? Do you believe their modern version of Halloween to be superior? Do I have the right of it? Yes, you do! I love new things. I'm genuinely glad folks from Twisted Wonderland are here. Tomorrow's guaranteed to be the greatest of Halloweens like nothing anyone's seen before. Skully's like, damn, that means I gotta kill you. I see, I understand now. Oh, have I answered all your questions? Yes, I understand the heart of the matter. I thought it wasn't possible, that I must be mistaken, surely. So I'm immensely grateful for your clarification. You've helped me reach a decision. Really? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but hey, good for you. Yes, good indeed. Oh dear, where are my manners? I've interrupted your mealtime. By all means, continue eating. I've actually brought something for you to drink. Would you care for a glass? Oh no! Why are we poisoning? We're poisoning Jack Skellington! Looks like we gotta kill this guy, Skully. That's crazy! I'm scared. Halloween is fright. Halloween is aspiration. Halloween is a nightmare of our own creation. This Halloween is the real Halloween. This is Halloween, the real Halloween, so... Please, Jack Skellington, don't listen to those ignorant fools! Halloween doesn't have to be fun. Halloween should be solemn and noble. It has to be. I thought Jack Skellington, of all people, would understand that he wasn't like the others. Why does he side with them? Oh dear, how embarrassing. I forgot myself for a moment there. Mr. Skellington, ever the gentleman, would shake his head if he saw such behavior. Please don't look so worried, Mr. Skellington. Leave everything to me. I promise I'll protect the true Halloween, even from you. Oh no, even from you? That's diabolical. That's crazy. What's that noise? Is someone here? Did they realize something was afoot? How cunning. Who could it be? Leona? Hello? Oh god, that was Arista. Hello, Jack Skellington. Maybe you think you can keep all the good food to yourself. Think again. Give me that dinner and that bittersweet air. I can't believe you actually came here to eat his food. This is so embarrassing. Skully, what are you doing here? Grim. And Cal as well. Huh? Jack sprawled out on the dinner table, snoozing away. What's he doing sleeping on the job when we still got tons of Halloween prep work to do? Hey, Jack! Oh no! In the middle of the crime! Oh god, now he's like, damn Cal and Grim, I'm gonna have to kill you. We're gonna get kidnapped, we're gonna get taken to Oogie Boogie. Hey, hey! Sheesh, can you believe this guy? He sleeps even more soundly than you, henchhuman. Oh dear. Now that you've seen me, I suppose I'm left with no choice. Scary, that way! Did we get turned into a pumpkin? No, he just turned us into a pumpkin. That's crazy. Jack Skully, how can you do this to me? I said you've never done anything wrong ever. What? Am I a pumpkin right now? You're adorable. I'd appreciate it if you could settle down for a bit and in here until you revert back. What's going on? It's dark in here. Dear me, Grim, you mustn't thrash about. You'll make me drop the bag with your lovely personage still inside. The bag? Why'd you put me in a bag? Why, to keep you from informing the others of what I did, of course. You see, I require Mr. Skellington to remain asleep for a while without anyone noticing. Wait, does that mean you put Jack to sleep? What? You didn't realize? Huh? I mean, of course I realized. You're one messed up guy, Skully. Can't you just say he's planning a surprise for Jack? Like, can't you just excuse this? It doesn't need to be evil. He can be like, oh, well, I'm planning a special surprise and I don't want Jack to know. I won't tell anyone. Oh, really? That's good to hear. We're comrades in arms, then. In which case, I trust you'll be coming with me. This will entail a slight change of plans. Do we need to discuss what happens next, my lovely compatriots? I bet it'll taste delicious! That's crazy! Compatriot what? there's no point in discussing it. The three of us have it covered. Oh! Let's do the usual. 1, 2, 3! Well, Cal, shall we be off? We can spend a true Halloween together. I have no doubt you'll enjoy it. What? Guys, what a cliffhanger. I almost don't want to finish streaming today, but I have to because my voice is so not healthy at the moment. Oh my god. That was really, like, I'm surprised that he didn't just like, what happened to saying some bullshit? You know what I mean? What happened to making shit up? Is you a pumpkin too? It doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like we're a pumpkin. Hold on, guys. Let me, run an ad quick. Hopefully most of you didn't get caught in ad jail. It doesn't sound like you's a- oops, my stomach. It doesn't sound like you's a pumpkin. It sounded like he turned Grim into a pumpkin and then we're just like, ha ha ha, I won't tell anyone. He, don't hurt me. Like, it sounds like we're walking of our own free will, I guess. I think that we just got nabbed physically. It's kind of like we're held at gunpoint. Finishing thoughts, I would like it if if Skully overblots. I don't know if we're gonna get, I don't know if he's used that much magic that it's gonna be that big of a problem. But like, I really like this turn for Skully. I think it makes a lot of sense, right? I feel like that, what am I trying to say? It makes a lot of sense, and I feel like I forgot. I mentioned this earlier today, but I legitimately forgot the fact that Skully needs to be evil, because this is Twisted Wonderland, because I was like, oh yeah, he's a little dejected, but like mostly he's still being polite and whatever, right? But then at the beginning of the stream, I was saying like, oh, I forgot he kind of has to be like Rolo, or, he kind of has to be like Rolo, and he kind of has to still be like, Fellow Honest and all these other characters. Like, he has to become evil, and then he has to have his little redemption arc, right? I would like to see him overblot. I think it would be fun. I do wonder if we're going to be seeing Oogie Boogie. I know Oogie Boogie's in the next Halloween event, like in terms of his, how do I explain it? His physical personage. Like, I know that the character that's based off of Oogie is in the next time, so I don't know if we'll see him this time, but they're talking about the bathtub, right? So here's what I'm assuming is gonna happen. I think they're gonna notice that you, Grim, and Jack have disappeared. They're gonna go looking for them, and maybe they're on the way to Oogie Boogie, right? Like, they're on the way to Oogie Boogie in the bathtub, but they don't get all the way there because they end up, you know, finding out what happened and beating them up. I'm assuming there's gonna be a big fight on the hill. Like on the Curly Hill, there's gonna be a fight. That's my prediction. So I don't think we'll actually reach Oogie Boogie, but it's like, we're gonna take them to Oogie Boogie. And then they just don't make it because instead they're gonna fight, so. But I guess we'll see what happens next time, so, you know, we don't know. Yeah. So guys, I think without further ado, I will say this event has been very funny. I feel like we haven't done too much bullshit. Like, obviously, there's an element of like, oh, fetch questing, right? But it's still not like, and now we're going to talk about shopping for 5 chapters straight. They've done a very natural job at weaving in, like, Halloween Town stuff with like, oh, in the Coral Sea, you know, we have this, and that, or like lore about, I suppose you could say, like there was Briar Valley lore about the tapestries, right? So I feel like instead of being paced in, because here's how most Twisted Wonderland events go, right? It's the introduction, then we go into town and we spend 10 chapters in town doing kind of nothing, right? We spend 10 chapters buying clocks or whatever the fuck. Then the conflict suddenly comes out of nowhere and then we have to address the conflict, right? For the 30 chapter events, right? Obviously Halloween is longer, but you know, I think it would have been easy for them to be like, and here's 5 chapters of bullshit doing music stuff. At least they're weaving in some lore about, like, different places around Twisted Wonderland, like, oh, you know, music is the biggest form of entertainment in the Coral Sea. Like, if you were writing a fanfic, this would be some great world-building detail to make sure that you have, like, written down and stuff like that, you know? It's just those little details, it's the little things. The character interactions have also been really good. I really like them focusing on the fact that Seebeck and Epple are freshmen, because that was sort of a thing in book 7, and then also in that one year that we got the photo cards with all of the freshmen, like that was also a thing, right? When are you gonna stream the next part? So I wanted to do it tomorrow, but I don't know, guys. I just feel weird. Maybe I gotta shut the cats out of my room tonight. Maybe I'm just congested because of the cats, but like, I just feel, I don't know. My voice doesn't hurt. It's not pain. I'm not in pain, but I feel like really like stuffed and like dry. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. So I'm supposed to stream tomorrow, but maybe I'll stream. So here's the thing. I'll probably stream either way, but either it'll be variety or it'll be Twisted Wonder. Like, I'll stream something else and still stream, or I'll do this and still stream, because I can't really afford not to stream at all. Like, we only have 31 days left. Like, we're losing daylight. Not just daylight, we're just losing. But yeah, I'll see how I feel tomorrow, and, you know, and go for it if I feel okay. It could be possible that it's just the weather. I think one of you guys, last time I brought this up, one of you guys was like, Arnold said that exact same thing the other day, but I'm very susceptible to the weather, so like, if it suddenly starts raining and stuff, like I get headaches, like I'm very susceptible to the air pressure, so, you know, maybe I just need like a bath. Maybe I just need to go take a warm bath and I'll feel better. But yeah, I took a break yesterday. I mean, like I said, my day off yesterday wasn't really a day off because I was dealing with a bunch of bullshit. I still have a bunch of bullshit to deal with. I have to organize the files. But yeah, I have my tea here, so it's definitely been helping. But yeah, I just feel like stuffed in my nose, like I feel stuffed up. But let me look at my Calxiyn calendar really quick. Okay, so today we did Twisted Chills, okay? So yeah, so tomorrow, so basically tomorrow was supposed to be Twisted Chills, the final part. Then Saturday was supposed to be variety / movie reaction, and then Sunday was supposed to be Trials of Romance. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I'll do something else, and then I'll move it to Saturday. We'll see. But we're so close to getting caught up, guys. Like, I'm so determined to do it. So, you know, I'll just rest up and see what I can do for the rest of the night, you know. But yeah, we're so close. We're literally so close. And then we'll be caught up and, like, we're caught up forever. Well, until the next thing happens, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's gonna be such a good feeling to be caught up with Twisted Wonderland, and it's gonna make me so happy. Obviously, after that, it's kind of like big Genshin time for the next, like, 30 or 29 days or whatever. Like, it's gonna be a lot of Genshin time, but, you know, it's gonna be so nice to, like, have this off my mind. And I know we have so many vignettes to read, and, like, we never really did that or whatever, but that means, like, you know, for me, it means that I can start to play variety stuff again, and it also means that, like, when I'm away, it'll be so easy to, like, just play through the events, you know, save them all up, or do them every week, like, as they come out, I don't know. Are you going to pull for Overblot Leona? Guys, the absolute state, I can't. I have no money. I've explained this before, but, I'm, like, in debt to Arnold because of Overblot Azul. Like, I make thumbnails for Arnold, and usually he pays me, but he prepaid. He basically bought my Azul pulls for me. Trials of Romance is your last one? No. So we still have to do Popcorn Panic, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Popcorn Panic seems like such a nothing burger that I'm almost, like, you know, can we be fucking for real right now? Like, it's gonna be like a 2-hour stream, so it's not gonna be a long one, that's for sure. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so basically, what I want to do is Twisted Chills tomorrow, Trials of Romance on Sunday, or maybe Saturday, like, you know, some combination of that, basically, and then Popcorn Panic, and we'll finally be caught up on Tuesday. Unless I stream Twisted Wonderland 4 days in a row, but like I just said, my throat hurts, so I don't know if that, like, if my voice hurts, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, but like I said, I could be miraculously feeling better tomorrow, but the only reason I have Popcorn Panic for, Tuesday is because I have Genshin Guessing scheduled for Monday, hoping that Arnold and Hunter are both free that day for us to finish it. And then I have Variety on Saturday, so, you know, obviously depends on how everything gets moved around, but by next week we will be caught up. The popcorn one's funny? Okay, I'll take your word for it, but yes, thank you everyone for watching. I'm watching this while at work. Well, I hope that you enjoy the VOD, unless you've been, like, watching the entire time being at work. Well, in that case, thank you guys, you know, for spending time with me, and thank you, Arnold, for the raid. I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, we might have, like, D23 news mid-stream, so we might need to, like, kind of pay attention to what's going on, but I am going to try to rest up. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I want to play, guys. I have the itch. I want to play Baldur's Gate. I don't remember, like, what we did last time in Baldur's Gate, but I want to play so bad. But we'll get there. We'll get back to Variety now that, you know, we've caught up. It does make me think, I'm like, man, if only I wasn't so sick for, like, 3 months out of this year. Imagine, like, I could have, like, been caught up so long ago. But you know what? Again, we can't change the past. We can only go forward, of course. But I'll see you guys later. Bye, Twitch chat. Have a good night. Yes, you guys have a good night too. Bye. Bye, YouTube chat. I'll see you guys later. I hope you'll rewatch our little Sleeping Beauty conversation. I think it happened after the first bathroom break, if that helps. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.